Kilo fait on m'a tête chocolat. Fine, no baguette. Watch your love for like it. Why not more than your body, chocolate. But she ready, yeah, imade. Double dose, kilo fait. Why now?
Be back. Jessica, you need to fix this. Oh, okay.
It's brought over the Targaryen.
Hey, y'all. Hey, the bitch is back.
The accuracy.
Very, very accurate. Very accurate. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Unicorn Straight No
Hey, y'all,
Chaser.
hey, I'm sharing the link also.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We have been going for quite some time. Damn, how long we been going, Cardi? Don't count Tipsy Talk.
Long enough that I know it's your fault.
So is we knucking and bucking already? Okay.
Well,
I have a
so why not?
I got an angry light skin man already. It's okay. It's all right. I'm prepared for it. You'll be all right.
Daddy needs his medicine. I got sports drink. I'm drinking the wrong shit.
Yeah. Well, I said get your liquor. I said that beforehand. So get your liquor. Drink
I ain't got
up.
time.
You'll be all right.
I ain't got time to bleed.
Hi, Wayne. How are you, darling? Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome back to Unicorn Straight No Chaser. This is season 1 of season 4 for y'all. Season 4, episode 1. I'm sorry.
Ooh,
I was
got
drinking
rust off this motherfucker. Come on.
I know. I was drinking last night when I was doing y'all show.
We'll do that, B.
Yeah, I was on the main show last night. I didn't go to sleep till 1 o'clock in the morning. I just finished my outline today. I'm tired. So
And main show, where you out?
So we back and we better, baby. All right. Hi, it's Mike. Little shimmy for you.
First, right?
First things first, okay. This is actually season 5 for me. It's season 4 for y'all, okay. But it's the first episode. You come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. All right. And we definitely have some debauchery later on in the show for you. But first, I got a panel full of men, and I want them to introduce themselves, okay? Now, I haven't had the pleasure of introducing this person in a really, really, really long time. We used to do a show together, and I miss introducing him, Mr. White Hennessy, aka the Wild Ginger, aka the Mike Masterlock.
How we get to that last part?
You know what it is.
I know. I don't know nothing about that.
Yes, you do. We'll talk about it later on. The Mike Masterlock may be useful in inducing sex magic, and we'll talk about that later. But please.
That sounds like a wrestling move you do during sex.
It is.
Is the one where you put your back of your foot on their calf and lock them in? No, you too tall for that.
It's like the back of the neck, but
y'all all tall too. All of y'all.
Like I like it.
Is sex not also wrestling at times? Some of the moves that we are putting.
Wrestling your chick, that's crazy.
Yeah, that depends on what weight class you in, baby.
Listen, some of the ways that I am bent.
Some people like it. I'm sorry.
Some ways that I am bent. It's the same. It's the same. It's a wrestling movie. I'm just saying. I tap out anyway.
I'll drive the couple bitches, so I get it.
From the
so my former co-host with Beige Hand After Dark, Mr. Hennessy, please introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm kicking this off.
Yes, you are.
I like it. Well, Well, Mr. Hennessy, I got that name from one of our friends over on this side. But Mr. Hennessy, I'm doing the We Got Questions podcast with my co-host. Basic. We talk about everything from relationships to some freaky nasty shit to probably we try not to say politics, but talk about children. We talk about a little bit of everything. It's something that's really popular. We have a good following of people that really show up literally damn near every week. And we keep that good positive message out there, try to help people with our experiences. Never telling somebody as if we're therapists, because I am not a therapist. I'm not responsible for your relationships. I am responsible for your breakups. You will not be able to refer to me for anything that happened to you. So that all belongs to you. Just take the information and do what you will with it. But yes, that's us. We Got Questions podcast. That's about it for right now. I'm gonna let everybody else finish up.
In other words, he said he is not responsible for any advice that you take from him or his co-host. If y'all fuck up, that is on y'all.
Yes. I'll take that shit and run with it. Mike said, nah, I can't say shit.
And right beside the wild ginger, you in this wig.
Said the gushy. That's wild.
We have a last minute guest.
Brett Michaels, big time.
He is going by Gandalf the Gushy.
That's what I was looking.
I heard that you was doing an episode about magical pussies and twin flame cheeks or something or other to do with that. So I said it's Halloween. I was gonna come as my doppelganger whenever I conjure up sex magic, Gandalf the Gushy, Oracle of Opulent Omnipotent Orgasms.
What the hell does the rest of it say underneath Gandalf the Gushy? What does it say?
Says Oracle of Opulent Omnipotent Orgasms, aka Mr. Pretty Brown Eyes, aka Mr. Freaky Girl. So,
aka Pain in the Ass.
It depends
also
it depends on who ass I'm doing them sex magic in, but go ahead.
Wow. Also known as King Kurt Live of Head Nurse in Charge. And he is here to spread his own brand of toxic magic this evening, I am sure. What you drinking?
Ain't that what that ain't that show?
That
shit?
Means allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes. You remember.
Yeah. Thank you. Jess. Douce and Black Woman Squirt.
So you drinking that cheap ass? That is a ratchet woman's drink.
I like a ratchet woman. If she got a WIC card and made grilled cheese with the government's, never mind. Go ahead.
Terry, welcome. I do believe this is the first time that you are here with us this evening. So welcome, Terry. Welcome for shenanigans. Welcome for debauchery. Okay. Reba, we're going to get into that later. Trust me, we got plenty of time for that. And of course, we have my lovely co-host that I'm going to talk about him like he a female. My lovely co-host, Soft Dom Daddy, angry light skin.
Oh, man.
The angry light skin. Cardi Experience. Go ahead.
I'm looking pretty dark skin. You're looking more light skin than me today.
I am not. I come on my dark skin foundation. What are you talking about?
You look like you belong to Simpsons.
Light skin foundation.
Yeah, I know. I look really yellow. I tried your little trick, but it ain't working.
Probably because you put a yellow shirt.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, you know who it is.
You want to make me
Experience.
You ain't got nothing else to
Girl,
say.
it's 3-1. I wouldn't push your luck tonight, honestly.
Facts, because you usually got a pussy fest up here, but now.
Yeah, you forgot.
I mean, it's gonna be a lot of that tonight.
Today, Jess is back, and before we go any further,
three men, one girl, one couch. Just to stand over you, just like say something. Wreck your shit.
And she like light work.
Just give me a
That's right,
Red
she
Bull.
want that light work.
Give me a Red Bull and a Gatorade. I got you.
God damn it, Reba.
Anyway. And before we go any further, yes, Reba. Before we go any further, she is back. Okay, she was on vacation. She was taking care of them goddamn kids. Also, fuck them kids. But she is back. Y'all give thanks to not our Lord and Savior, but just the best, because she too is always right on time.
Yep, second greatest Virgo I've ever met.
And if y'all
Welcome
mess
back,
with me tonight, she will drop your ass. I'm specifically looking at Cardi and Gandalf.
Well, I can do
I
nothing.
mean,
I know you
I'll
for your
just
work.
call it a refresh my drink break. Give it. I'll take it.
Okay. All right.
I'm just trying to
Don't
be
get
Lord
out of
Cock
line.
Ring.
Don't get out of line. And of course, y'all know who I am. Sovereign by night, your queen of extra, salt and shenanigans, the diva of the boss 3, the official HBIC, a unicorn straight no chaser, and I'm here to keep these niggas in line. Not White Hennessy. He ain't do nothing to me.
Boo.
But the rest. So at first we are going to start with the shenanigans and our mental health topic. Okay. And then later on, we are going to get into the debauchery, where we are going to be talking about sex magic,
Mental
love,
health.
witchcraft. Nigga, you need it. You need it.
That's what Quinn-
I know it's that
Okay.
kind of show.
We're going to be talking about karmic relationships, twin flames, and soulmates. Okay. Cardi is looking surprised because he does not pay attention to
Oh
anything.
no, I just took a sip of liquor. It just touched my soul
Because you're an
like
alcoholic.
a soul tie with alcohol.
You got a soul tie with alcohol?
Huh. That I agree with.
That's right.
Thank you, Terry.
Relationship.
Child. Okay. Let me, before we go any further,
Well,
do any of y'all know what a karmic relationship is? No.
I think that was something about
If you don't,
it was kind of like a relationship that was going good but have problems all the time or some shit like that. Am I thinking right?
yeah, pretty much yes, along those lines.
Yeah.
Ain't that where you Zodiac motherfuckers get together and you sprinkle your rocks and check your chakras and you try to align yourself with whoever you was in your past life, and now you're in this life. You
You
know,
just making up shit.
somebody was Rosa Parks and the other nigga was Thurgood Marshall, and now y'all back together in the future, some shit like that. That y'all was meant to be together.
Absolutely not. It's
No?
absolutely not at all. Like you're so wrong. So that white hair don't give you any special powers.
Yeah, dude, just not on this platform.
You know. Anyway, so there is no scientific or clinically recognized definition of a karmic relationship.
It was a trick fucking question.
But it is described by some scholars as a passionate, turbulent relationship. You feel a strong, intense connection with someone.
I had a lot of karmic.
And the relationship is full of highs and lows, okay?
I'm a karmic nigga.
Yeah, you are definitely a karmic nigga. The relationship can be codependent and you can feel like you're addicted to the person. They're supposed to be learning experiences. It's supposed to help you move past unresolved issues. However, majority of these relationships are not healthy or stable. They become toxic and emotionally exhausting. Okay? People feel like,
who having healthy relationships in 2024?
well, there are healthy people who have healthy relationships.
Who?
You don't know any of them because you're toxic.
Okay. All right. Valid.
But a lot of people do succeed. So I typically say that people have healthy relationships when they have a secure attachment style. But most people don't really have a secure attachment style.
Thank you, Terry.
So, Terry, don't come over here agreeing with her. Don't come over here agreeing with her. Have y'all ever had a healthy relationship? Any of you?
With my mom.
I can't even count that one. Shit. What I mean, if the relationship ended, I mean, you can have healthy points in it, but would you call it overall healthy?
So if you don't have any trauma from it, if you didn't,
I got trauma from every one of you fucking weirdos. Not you. I'm just saying in general, women.
Because I want to know who you was talking to.
I'm talking about all women. All women. All women.
I don't even have to do anything.
Just stop. What breakup don't cause trauma?
Y'all was like, I'll move my mouth and I don't think I was hearing. Y'all hear me?
You were talking, but we couldn't hear you. I thought you muted yourself.
Oh,
Darius.
no, I was just fucking talking to myself like a dumbass person. Okay.
Well, go ahead, Cardi.
Darius also agrees with me, by the way. I just wanted to point that out.
I mean, every relationship is good until it goes bad, right? So, I mean, it can all start off healthy and, rainbow farts and shits and, turns left.
Meaning, do you have any relationship that was not traumatic? It could, like, you can end a relationship and it's still on a healthy note. You can end the relationship because the person moved away. You could just realize that y'all want different things, but y'all can end it as friends. That's still a healthy relationship.
My nigga, this is not the
I'm a gentleman and a scholar. I would not do something like that. I don't burn bridges. I don't. Unlike y'all. Stuff from Mike, me and Mike are the golden child. We good.
I'm sorry. Ain't no fairy tales.
It's just me. It's just me.
No fairy tales, a story, movie plots over here. Every relationship I ever had crashed and fucking burned. It was epic and it was beautiful. Beautiful disaster.
Nah. I like to end things on good notes. I don't burn bridges. I'm not petty. That's the key point. If you're not petty, you can go pretty far.
Are you friends with all your exes?
Not all of them, but majority. I think I don't have a lot of exes. I don't have a lot of relationships because I choose my relationships wisely. So that also comes into effect. Y'all can't just be dating any old body and just punches and bunches. You're gonna fuck yourself over.
Mike, are you friends with all your exes?
Not all of them.
Not all of them?
No, not all of them.
And Curtis already answered. So
listen, I might not be friends with all my exes, but they all definitely come back and fuck.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay.
Just put them in the same room with me. Just put them in the same room with me.
So, all right. Since y'all seem to be confused, what is a karmic relationship, right? So number one, the relationship is intense, unpredictable, and volatile.
Oh, see, I haven't.
So like a hurricane.
Volatile does not necessarily mean violence as in physically violent. Volatile just can mean that it's tumultuous.
Yeah, it means it can go off any fucking second.
I mean, sometimes it could be.
It's a hot potato relationship.
I only had one of those.
So
I toss your bullshit to you, you toss your shit to me, and all of a sudden somebody's gonna blow the fuck up.
Yeah, I was
like in other words, you could be in the midst of a blissful Sunday morning, and you say one wrong thing, and they're all hell broke.
I think it's funny. That's one of the first things you hear. I think it's funny. Or remember when 5 years ago you left the toilet seat up? That it'd be that type of woman that start shit.
Blaming women. That's what we doing.
Yeah, niggas don't do that shit.
We don't. She took him out. No, but he's not wrong. Most men don't.
Right, we don't bring up bullshit.
We don't initiate stuff. We respond, and most women don't like our responses.
This is a lot of lies going on. This is a lot of lies going on because you're going to tell men absolutely will be like you could everything
Siren,
is fine,
Siren,
and then
if
all of a
only you
sudden
didn't invalidate the male experience and you actually listen to us as we try to articulate our feelings on your show about psychology. I think it would be prudent to get the male perspective in a non-judgmental way and a non-combative way. That would only give credence to what we're talking about. You don't like our responses, so yet you retort aggressively.
are you done with your AI psychology degree? Are you done with it?
I think he has ChatGPT in the other window.
Yeah,
yeah. When he said that, right?
What I am seeing is that I got penises and they're the problem. You just said that you just said that all of your relationships crashed and burned, but you are so knowledgeable about
it was their fault.
It's always the woman's fault.
Yes, absolutely.
You take no accountability whatsoever.
Yeah, they didn't like the way I responded, but the initiation of the toxicity typically comes from either not believing me when I tell them exactly who I am, or they change after they become accustomed to who I am, and then they're like, I don't know if I want to do this, but I don't want to let him go. Or three, they don't want to accept the fact that they're not going fucking nowhere.
Okay, so I would like to retort.
Why?
Because
you could just let my statement be.
I could, but I won't. So I would like to retort.
And this is where it gets toxic.
I would like to retort in the fact that it also could be that if you keep experiencing the same situations, that you're actually the fucking problem. The call is coming from inside the house. The call is coming from inside the house.
How many relationships have you had in?
Huh? I think
if you can hunt, you can hear, nigga. How many relationships?
In comparison to you,
if you can hunt, you can hear.
I am friends with all my exes except for 2. And it's because they can't have me.
Because you're controlling, and I'm sure that you find some way to keep.
Anyway, we moving on.
Oh,
my exes live in Texas.
So,
Mike, I think Mr. Hennessy has a point.
So when you're in a karmic bond with a partner, you may find yourself tolerating behavior.
You just gonna disregard Mike's point?
Yes, I am. You may find yourself tolerating behavior from a partner that you never thought that you would tolerate, or you might find yourself behaving in ways that you never imagined that you could behave in a relationship. So the experience becomes confusing, and then when you think about them, you have a wave of shame because I let this person do things that I never would let another person do.
I ain't never felt shame over a relationship.
I'm not saying you felt it. I'm just saying
it's not a safe space for men
at all, Terry. And I'm glad that you're here to support us.
Terry, it's 3 against 1. What are you talking about?
Apparently, we got Jess in the back in the shadows like Batman.
And there comes the
somebody gotta have my
woman
back.
conglomerate.
Somebody gotta have my back. Okay, listen.
I think every woman in the comments has your back. All the way, and I wouldn't assume any less then.
All right, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mike. Go ahead.
I just want to make sure.
You got to jump in with us. So
no, it ain't that. I mean, it's a conversation, so this shit can get real quick.
Trying to turn each other. I see you.
So that's a situational thing. I think it's just based off of the 2 individuals involved. That's one. I'm big on accountability for myself, so it was like, yo, tell me what I did wrong, and I need to know what I did wrong. If I'm not told what I did wrong and you just leave me hanging, I can't be responsible for how you're feeling if you're not telling me nothing. That's one.
Right.
You got to tell me something. So that's the only thing I really require. My previous relationship ended because of non-communication as far as that. Like, yo, let me have a chance to be able to see what I've done wrong. But if you only just firing off at me, I got to now understand that you have other things that's going on in your life that is outside of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I moonwalk out of relationships now. Like, oh,
not moonwalk.
I moonwalk out this bitch. Like
leaving style.
Change.
It's not nothing disrespectful. It's just that, you know what I mean? Like, you got to get yourself together. And obviously, listening to what you're reading, there's a lot of people that still got to get themselves together. I don't enter a relationship knowing that I'm going to just be snapping and firing off on you. Like, some people going to snap and fire off because they haven't fully, this is just naturally who they are. And I'm gonna find that out. I need to find that shit out from the door. Like, yo, do you have habits of snapping out for no reason? Do you got this going on? Do you not got that going on? Because it sounds like it's just a situation of like somebody not being able to control themselves.
They don't show that at the beginning, Mike.
Nah, a lot of people don't. Not even for the most part, people don't really show who they are because you're trying to get the job, as they say.
Oh yeah, you show the representative.
Right, exactly. And you can look. You know, they say it really can take up to 4 years for someone to drop the mask. And
who got that kind of time?
Nobody really does, but I'm just saying that is what they say.
Oh, thanks, Terry.
I'm sorry. What you say, Cardi?
Uh-oh. We lose her?
Cardi, can you hear us?
Is that me going in and out?
That's you.
That's you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway. So
I guess that's all I feel towards it. Like, and y'all just had like a little real live fight. I need to see this happen again. Go ahead. Somebody start something with them two again.
We're not fighting. We're having a.
No, not a bad fight. I'm talking about one of those arguments.
Oh, yeah, we do that.
Kind of sit back and grab your tea and just sip that shit. So, yeah.
We definitely do that. Within the karmic partnership, you're going to feel like it's an instant connection, right? You feel like it's meant to be. The relationship becomes all consuming. But it's an important distinction that karmic relationships continue to consume massive amounts of energy and tension after the honeymoon period ends. So you're going to have those highs, those high highs. You're going to have those low lows. And when you have those low lows, once you get back to that feeling, that your euphoric feeling, you're going to keep chasing it. It's really like being on a drug.
That sounds like that shit you get at Kensington. I don't like it.
So in this relationship, your childhood trauma is activated, okay, but it's not healed. So certain relationships are supposed to activate your childhood trauma, but a healthy relationship will help you heal. In a karmic partnership, per se, that does not happen. You're triggered, but you're not healed by the person. That person only adds to your trauma. Like, say if you have abandonment issues, you might be with a partner who triggers those abandonment issues. And because it's not a healthy relationship, they just add to the trauma you already had versus being with someone who is healthy and they help you work through that. What were you going to say again?
No, I just had a question. I wasn't even. I was going to be serious, and
I just said, what were you going to say?
All right, I don't want you to be combative. You said karmic relationships are supposed to trigger your childhood trauma in an effort to heal. I have a fundamental issue with that statement simply because childhood trauma is no one's responsibility but the individual who endured the trauma. Nobody, no relationship, no outside entity other than you should heal you, period. And I have seen many women come in and try to make the effort to heal, change, take away the hurt, and exacerbate a bad situation and or feel less competent and valuable in a relationship because the man is reluctant to that particular change. It ain't for you to heal no man. And if you try, it's very likely that you'll have an adverse reaction.
I think you misunderstand what I'm saying. I am not saying.
Well, maybe you should say it more clear.
Sir, clean your ears out. Perhaps the connector line of your wig.
Oh, hold on. Let me pull it back.
Yes, please.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear it. Let me hear it again.
Cheap hair.
Let me hear it again.
So I did not say that being in the relationship, you go into it saying, I am going to heal this person. That's not what I said. It's an experience. You get into the relationship with the person and just naturally your daily activities of the relationship within those experiences things trigger. You might get into a relationship with someone who works a lot and they're never really around. And
Thank you,
perhaps
Terry.
in your child, excuse me,
I was thinking Terry. He recognized my greatness while you try to
and
shit on
perhaps,
me. Go ahead.
and perhaps you get into a relationship with someone who works a lot. Perhaps you had a father who worked a lot. He wasn't really there for you. And so now your issues with your father are triggered. It's not that the man is like, oh my God, I'm going to heal that in you. The woman herself could identify, like, I have some issues I did not know that I had surrounding my father. You're triggering these things. And so it's something I need to work on. And hopefully within that, she is communicating this to her partner. And he is not necessarily seeking to heal her, but he will validate her feelings when she communicates them. It's all about communication.
Hold on.
You just gaslit me.
Yeah. So
I absolutely did not. I absolutely did not.
What it sounds like, and I'm not saying you said anything wrong. I'm just trying to, as you repeated it, it sounds like what it sounds like what was said just now was So the man he's not responsible for her healing. Is she viewing the relationship as a tool to heal? This is something beyond him. He don't know, right?
And I said she should be communicating that.
No. Not that she shouldn't be communicating that. The only part that I will say that she should be communicating is, like you said, it's not just a healing factor. It's the past coming to there. If she's now giving him issues and problems because of that, that's the communication that needs to happen. But if she's handling it well, or he's handling, whatever one you want to play both sides, if they are handling it well and they're healing from it well, they're using the relationship as a tool to heal, but the person still has no knowledge. So it sounds good in theory.
I just said you're communicating it though.
No. Not saying anything you're saying. All I'm doing is trying to piece it together to see if these two are existing, or if these two make sense at the same exact time. Like, if you create an issue, you communicate it. If you're not creating an issue, but you're using it as a relation, as a tool, do you still have to communicate that?
I would still communicate it, yeah. Yeah, because I've had things that have triggered me, and like I had an epiphany, and I was like, oh my God, I have now recognized why this bothers me, right? And then I'm like, you know what? I realized that when you do XYZ, it makes me think of this thing from my childhood, and like it's definitely something I need to work on. Sometimes it may be causing an issue, sometimes it may not be. You should always be actively working on yourself, especially if you know that you have trauma. But the idea is not that you're depending on that person to heal you. It's just hopefully you have a partner that will validate your feelings. Not saying I need to be kept to save a hoe, but I'm listening to you. I understand. I hear what you're saying.
Thank you.
It do, but it sounds.
But where's the accountability in that, though?
Why I got to change every time you get fucking triggered?
I do agree with that, G, because it seems more.
No accountability.
That's very calculated.
I literally just said that you're working on it. You said I need to work on it. So how is that not taking accountability?
No. It's not that it's that last thing you're saying is that hopefully the man will feel would
because you don't want to be with somebody that you can go to and be like, listen, I recognize that I have this,
obligated to be a part of your healing process.
First of all, I know two of y'all specifically got bullshit with y'all.
No. Don't bring up no personal shit. The man made a valid point.
Let me talk.
You've been doing a lot of that.
You should never be dating somebody that you cannot go to and say, I realize that I have this thing that I need to work on. I realize that this is why I get upset about certain things. And that person not be like, you know what? I understand what you're saying. I understand that you need to work on it. I understand that this hurts you. I didn't say that you are saying it's my fault. I'm saying that you should be able to go to them and express those feelings. Ladies, and be heard and seen.
I'm sorry, Gina, but women, please, and I'm gonna say this to you as
Terry, if people only dated when they was healed, nobody would be dating.
First off, Gina, you have your respective opinion, but ladies, I'm gonna tell you, and I think the gentleman will agree with me. If you have an issue within you, use your own discernment to resolve it with yourself, and don't even bring it to that man. unless you're ready to leave him, because whatever that thing is that triggers him, that is an innate part of him. That
You're
is
not
innate.
hearing what I'm saying.
I didn't say that I was hit. I'm talking about something totally different. I let you. Oh, I'm sorry. You know it triggers me when you interrupt me. My mother did that when I was young.
I'm not your mother, but go ahead.
No, you're not. But you're triggering. You're triggering my trauma response. And
I'm
when
not
it does,
your mother.
when that. Well, see how you didn't take accountability. It wasn't your fucking problem. Oh, I'm not your mother. Then why would we do it as an issue?
Just drop him.
Whoa, wow, y'all are wild, yo.
See,
That's crazy. All right, hold
that's
on.
what happens.
Oh, Cardi, my bad.
Mike, I'm gonna just send you all my responses so you can say them so that they can just rock. I'm just DM you my shit, bro.
You said don't cuss at me. That's what I said. You can continue though.
No, Mike, please speak for
Cardi,
us.
you got something? My bad, Cardi. What you about to say, son?
You know what?
Yeah.
I ain't touching it.
So I'm gonna try this.
I ain't touching. I ain't trying to get cuddle dropped.
And like people who are watching in real time, I want y'all to see the disconnect in the conversation where I am literally saying you should be able to have a conversation with your partner, and they're like, "But you're not taking accountability." Nobody said you're blaming somebody else. You're literally just saying
no. What I'm saying is, before you get into a relationship that you have active trauma that you have not been through, you need to take accountability.
You might not know.
Him. I would
How would you not know if you know something's going to trigger you? Unless you have unbeknownst triggers.
Yes, people do all the time. Yeah, you think that people don't evolve and grow over the years? People evolve and grow, and they may have been repeating a pattern in their life. Wait, you may have been repeating a pattern in your life for many years, and maybe, for instance, before I was going to therapy, it's a lot of shit I didn't realize I was doing. Once I got into therapy, it's a lot of things that I was like, oh my God, I see this connection as to why I'm doing this thing. I never saw it before. But also, you get older, you get more experiences, you encounter different people. You should always be evolving, learning, and growing. So yes, you might realize something in your 40s that you did not realize in your 30s. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. So with that being said, so if something happens yesterday, right, and it fucking triggers you, and then you look into it, I could see you coming to me and saying, "Oh, hey, this is what happened. I felt triggered. I looked into it, and this and this and this and this and that happened in my past, and that happened. And moving forward, until I get past this, could you not do this, this, and this?" Right? That seems like the appropriate response to.
You were asking them to not do anything, though. I think I'm just saying, bring it like, hey, I just want you to know this is what I realized. That's all. I'm just communicating. This is what I realized, what I learned about myself. That's it.
And that's the important part is, hey, what Mike said, the communication part, because sometimes you don't know and you just avoid what it is, and then it just blows the fuck up even more and more and more. And it feels like it's going to be my fault. And that's why we talk about this show.
But that's not healthy.
It's unhealthy shit.
And can I respond to Terry? Terry said, but most of the time when women have trauma, they take it out on men. So you're asking someone to put up with negative energy and be understanding. No, I'm not, Terry. And also, please understand that people, this is not specifically women or men. This is people, period. When men have trauma,
right,
they take it out on their partners. Whether it's man and man, woman and woman, it doesn't matter. When people have trauma, any trauma that you have in your life shows up in your relationships, no matter what. Any trauma you have shows up in your relationship. You're making it a man versus women thing, and it's not a man versus women thing. It's a relationship thing, sir. And this could also be for your friendships. This can also be for your relationships with your siblings. Any trauma you experience shows up in your relationship. And the fact that you're making it a man versus woman thing is toxic. Go ahead, Mike.
You literally just said it was about relationships and how karmic relationships are supposed to heal. You initiated it as a male versus woman scenario.
Relationships could be woman and versus woman. Woman and woman, man and man.
For cis hetero men, they will automatically default it.
To be fair.
It's a mute point. Go ahead, Mike. He was trying to say something.
I guess that's why I had mentioned in the conversation, and I said they. You know, I'll try to be more specific and not generalize just one or over the other. Just the fact that we don't run into that situation, because I get what you were trying to say.
Right.
If we're speaking just from our perspective. The only thing, that's the only thing I'm saying as far as that, like I completely understand and agree with what you're saying, but the just like you're saying, you know, a woman should be able to do this or a man should be able to do this. Hell yeah, come to the person. But you also, there's that last thing now. Depending on the circumstances and what it is, like if you told me something that has a long lasting effect with you, I have to take that into consideration of my future too. Like you got this thing that let's say somebody has a big time mom issue or dad issue, and that shit is just lingering, and now you sitting there like you can think to yourself now the same way you came to me and expressed that feeling. I can now choose if I still want to be with you or not, because it's like, all right, that shit might be a little bit too much. I don't know if I could be able to handle that, and that's
just being an adult.
That's basically what I was getting to with that in particular. Like I'm the same way you can come to me with that option, the same way I can now say, I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah, that you're absolutely correct.
I've actually had a person tell me straight off, like she was like, "Listen, I have trauma and some past stuff. I'm tending to." Kurt probably laugh at this shit, but she said straight to me, she was like, "Yeah, if I'm mad, you know, I'm gonna snap when I'm gonna call you Dick Little." I just looked at, I said, "Wait, what?" Like, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't handle it. I'm done."
That's a default for women. But honestly, I feel like the caveat to what Mike said, and if the man who hears your trauma says, I ain't gonna change, and this is who I am, then it becomes incumbent on the other person to make that same assertion.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if he's not going to change,
pick and choose.
That is 100% correct. Nobody is disagreeing with that at all. But someone was asking about, you know, healthy relationship versus a toxic relationship, and I was also trying to just describe to you what the karmic partnership looked like. That's it. What it's supposed to be. Okay. It's supposed to be a mirror. It's supposed to be a mirror.
Combative, except the host.
First of all,
we can move on. Cardi,
no. This is not your show, sir. It is not your show. It is not Wednesday. It is
Cardi,
Thursday.
You don't have to be a silent bystander.
And over here,
I
am the HBIC.
I ain't worried about Gina. It's just I'm scared of.
Okay.
That's what I'm really scared of.
Your white made hair, you feeling like a bad bitch, but I'm the bitch over here. Okay. Anyway. Thank you, Jess. And that is the head bitch number 2. So let me give you an example, because I do have a written example. A necessary part of past wounds is that the old trauma is triggered and brought to the surface. This happens in healthy relationships as well as toxic relationships. But it's what happens after the trauma is triggered that distinguishes a healthy relationship from a karmic one. In a healthy relationship, the outcome in a relationship is completely different than what happens during the original trauma. In a toxic one, the outcome is going to be the same, which is what I meant by it just further adds to the trauma. For example, if you're sensitive to experiences of being abandoned because you were left for a year with extended family when you were 3 years old, it's likely that certain relationship experiences are going to activate that trauma. Let's say you had dinner plans with a partner who doesn't show up and 2 hours go by before you hear from them. Most likely, this will be a very challenging experience for you. The feelings of abandonment will get stirred up. In a healthy relationship, the partner will have a good explanation for what happened that prevented them from meeting up with you. They'll be sensitive, understanding, and supportive. In a bad one, the exact same scenario looks completely different. So when you finally hear from the partner, they don't have an explanation. They lie to you. They just be like, I don't know what you meant for. Like, they invalidate your feelings.
Very deflective.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between a healthy response and a toxic response. Well, nigga, we were supposed to go out. Where the fuck was you at? I don't know what you talking about. What you talking about? What you mean for? I had something to do. They blow you off. They're dismissive. That's what I mean by you would expect the partner to validate your feelings. First of all, you shouldn't even hit the edge. They should be offering like, oh my God, I'm sorry something came up, this, that, and the other thing. But say they don't, when you ask them, they should validate your feelings. They shouldn't just be blowing you off. I don't think it's really difficult to understand.
Right. Just be considerate. Like, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
But some people are assholes. So that's why being with somebody who is healthy can be restorative, can be healing, because you're getting something that your younger self did not get. You're like, damn, my dad never did this kind of shit when he was supposed to come pick me up and he didn't show up. But look at this man. He's always considerate, compassionate, a completely different experience. That could be, it's a little thing to some people, but it could be very healing to other people.
So can I use your response?
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
Your response is just the example. It has nothing to do with you at all.
right.
Let's say, like you said, the healthy person shows up, right? But at who's supposed to be responsible for that particular response? Like, let's say that was to happen, right? And the person shows up 2 hours later and they approach just the way that you said it. Nigga, where the fuck you been at, blah, blah, blah. Is it his responsibility now to give you a healthy response? Or is it your responsibility to come to him with a healthy response? Or do you think both of y'all have trust each other enough where y'all can talk to each other and try to figure that out civilly? Because one didn't come civilly. The one came straight, for the head. So expect the unexpected at this point, obviously. But like, is his or her job to now approach the situation where it's like, oh, listen, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah.
Who's going to be the bigger person?
Yeah.
Well, no, so there's a term for it, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of you have ever done couples counseling, but there's a healthy way to argue. There's a healthy way to argue. There's also things called escalators, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can meet that energy, which is going to escalate the situation. If she's like, where was you at? And you come back, who the fuck you talking to? Now you have escalated the situation because you matched the energy. And I'm not saying everybody's human.
Yeah.
That happens. People are like, give you the same energy because maybe you don't know that this person has an emergency, the car broke down, whatever the case may be. And now they're upset, so they're matching your energy. But you're supposed to not escalate. Okay, I see she's mad. First of all, before you keep talking to me like that, let me tell you what happened. Now, if she continues to be like that, but this all is things that you have to practice. You have to practice. You're not going to show up and be healthy every single time.
So
and I've been in those situations where somebody was trying to escalate the situation, and I had to be like, I'm not going to give that energy back. Now, in my head, I was like, match this fucking energy, cuss this motherfucker out. But in my head, I was like, no, you're trying to do better. I don't always do it, but sometimes I do it.
Now hold up. You got some situations. Some motherfuckers ain't trying to hear that shit. Oh, my car broke down. Like,
I know.
Phone don't work. Oh yeah, my phone is this. Like, and then it'd be another situation. It's like, damn, what you want me to Superman?
Not if it's like
shit.
It's an excuse though. No one's trying to hear that shit.
Right? Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Like, oh, your car broke down. You couldn't call and text. Yeah, my phone was blah blah. I was charging it, blah blah. Like, yeah, it sounds like a whole bullshit situation. But
what, some people's fuckboys and they lying. That's true.
I ain't saying that.
But if the man is really telling you it's got a good explanation, you should up here should come down here. Now, if the nigga lying to you and your bullshit detector is going off, I mean,
that is what it is.
if you're lying, you can't really get upset, can you? Because sometimes somebody is playing in your face. Sometimes someone is playing in your face, and I'm sure we all have played in somebody's face before. And they were mad and they couldn't prove it, but they knew that you was playing in their face. So that doesn't really go well. I'm just saying, technically, somebody has to not escalate the situation or it's just going to get worse. And then there's always walking away. Terry said, like you said, oh, my dad never showed up for me like he is. Isn't it unhealthy to put that pressure on him? Because as soon as he doesn't show up, you take out that trauma on him. But that's why everybody should actively. Now, everybody doesn't identify it. But once you identify that you do have it, that is your responsibility to do the work.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
That's your responsibility to say, I got some goddamn work that I need to do on myself because this man is triggering me, but I know that is really not him. It's related to my father. That's where your accountability comes into. Once you know it, do the work.
Yeah, them old traumas be on some. Oh my god!
Sure.
I be looking at
Childhood
the
traumas is
I'm
big.
like, oh my god, this motherfucker about to bring me a fucking catalog of problems, and I'm be sitting here like, all right, how am I try to help fix this shit? Like,
and then you have the individuals who are always traumatized by everything, and then the next,
yes, there are people like that.
And then next
Yeah,
thing you know,
it's hard life for them.
You need a Rolodex of what to and not to do.
I have been with somebody like that. They had a lot of things that they were triggered by. Yes, it was difficult. So let's move on to twin flames and soulmates real quick so that we can get to the debauchery. All right, now this is a different relationship type that people has been saying a lot lately. You know, soulmates was the old shit. Now everybody, I'm trying to find my twin flame. I'm trying to find my twin flame. So while people use the terms, some people use the term karmic relationship and twin flame interchangeably, they're actually different. Karmic couples are drawn to each other, they bond, but ultimately it's usually unhealthy. Those relationships rarely last, but you have an opportunity for growth from it.
That's a lot of relationships, though. A lot of relationships. Like, it'd be some fucking ass people. They just get together and they just be getting it in, just fucking the shit out of each other all day long. And next thing you know, they don't like each other.
Trauma, baby.
It's like a 6-week trial.
I love those relationships.
Twin flame.
I'm the MVP.
An actual twin flame. Okay. An actual twin flame
player you haven't seen. Sorry, go ahead.
An actual twin flame are people whose connection they feel like they're two halves of the same soul. So you have similar pasts, shared experiences, you have passion, but you know the passion is not toxic. Hopefully it's not toxic. Sometimes when you meet your karmic partner, you think that's your twin flame. Is not your twin flame. They feel the same because the attraction is so intense. So this term came about like in the 1970s, and it was the idea of twin souls, which you could trace back really far. A twin flame can be described as meeting yourself in a different body. So you ever met somebody and you like, this is the fucking male version of me. This is the female version of me. They're here to teach us. What'd you say?
And say you want to fuck it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That could be really, really good or really, really bad.
I ain't know. Listen, what's that song that NL?
I don't think there's no middle ground with that.
Yeah, I want
to fuck me too. I don't want to fuck me too.
I'm thinking about it right now. Like,
I don't know. I don't ever want nobody that would have my nose open the way I have other people. I'm good. I don't want to get lost like that. That's dangerous.
It is very dangerous. But they're here to teach us about ourselves so that we can grow in ways we're not able to do on our own.
Why every one of these fucking why can't they just be here to fuck without me? Why have they got to be about healing? God damn.
You don't want to heal?
You don't want to? I'd rather fuck. God damn it! Why we gotta heal every relationship? Every relationship you gotta heal. I ain't trying to always be in the hospital. Can we just please go to the hotel? Shit.
That's not a relationship.
So for those of us who believe in reincarnation, there's a reason why you keep being reincarnated, because you're getting lessons, and you're going to keep being reincarnated until you learn all the lessons.
It's just a hard-headed ass nigga.
And who the fuck want to keep doing this life on Earth? I don't.
All 12 of y'all can come back as a caterpillar and fuck as much as you want. That's your choice.
Even with them coming back as a caterpillar, there's a lesson. Why do you think babies die? Why do you think people have miscarriages? Why do you think like there's lessons, experiences that you're supposed to go through?
Babies die because of the great invention called Plan B.
Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, you can give some of that holds merit.
Modern science.
But I think those twin flames really depends on your sign too. It can be really bad or really good because you don't want a bad sign going against itself because it's like mutual self-destruction.
No, you're right.
Like, you know, like mutual self-destruction, like because you know who the type of person you are, and if you can't dish it the same way as you take it, it's gonna piss y'all both the fuck off.
Oh my God. He's talking about I'd rather fuck Kurt Michaels. I can't.
It's Kurt Targaryen Michaels.
Yep.
I'm
just saying the shit that everybody listen. They might treat you
relationship you're in is
like it is. Most of you, you know what? The majority of you motherfuckers with podcasts and streaming, y'all wouldn't know a healthy relationship if it kicked you square in the ass. Most of you motherfuckers are knee deep into some bullshit that you just feel comfortable in. And that's what most of it is.
Do you know what a healthy relationship is?
Oh, no, obviously I do not, nor do I.
I think there's a popcorn and color black on that one. We see real about it.
Listen,
we see real about it.
Do is have life experiences that are dope. I got maybe 60 years on this fucking earth. The way I drink and fuck, maybe 50. So that means I got 50 years to do some dope ass shit. That's my goal.
And reincarnate and do it all over again. There you go.
And guess what? If you can match my energy and you down with that, and we can have an extensive dynamic, doesn't have to be a relationship, doesn't have to heal me. I don't need your chakras.
You don't have a choice in it. You think you have a choice?
Oh my God!
You have a choice on whether you're triggered or not. You have no choice. You absolutely don't have a choice in it. You don't have a choice in the people that you encounter. You don't have now whether you stay with the person, that's what you have a choice with. But the people that you encounter, they are sent there. It's a mission from the universe.
No,
it is.
All right.
It's fucking it. No, I mean, you don't have to agree with me.
I don't know all about that. No.
That's how I feel. You don't have to agree with me, but that's how I feel. So,
man, I give it up to Tammy, the neighborhood whore, for coming through and blessing me from time to time. Like life lessons. Is that life lesson?
So
the chartreuse witch.
I would say
things come through.
Huh?
What'd you say, Mike?
I'm sorry.
No, I said I understand the twin flames thing. Like as you were talking,
I ain't even finished.
I
Y'all don't even know. Y'all just started talking.
Oh, I just understand what you were saying as far as like the person that's almost that kind of reads you the same way you read yourself in a way. That's kind of that with it. Finish.
Twin flames are made for Sagittariuses, though.
It's literally somebody, because they're so much like you in so many ways. That's where the growth comes from, because it's a mirror. So while some twin flames form long-lasting relationships, others may decide to part ways. The other person soon becomes a mirror at your deepest level possible and reflecting your hidden insecurities and wounds. So often in these relationships, they don't last long before one person finds it too intense and then they leave. Because when you start pulling out those insecurities, a lot of people can't take that. A lot of people can't take that.
Question?
Yes.
What up, Sal?
Can you have multiple twin flames in your lifetime?
So you can have multiple karmic relationships. You can have multiple soulmates. You cannot have multiple twin flames.
How many people in your lifetime have you said that they were your twin flame?
One.
You've never said that to another individual?
Never.
I have never met a twin flame.
No.
I've had people tell me I was their twin flame.
They don't know the meaning.
So many.
Go ahead.
Just know every motherfucker that's ever said it to me.
They don't believe in.
You just the omnipresent.
This is why I'm doing the show.
Oh
this
my
is
goodness!
literally why I'm doing the show, because people
Did you
don't
look
know
in your
what
little
it
cauldron
is.
with your
Yes,
iron newt
nigga.
and your bat wings, and you figured it out?
Yeah.
All of them, all
Yeah.
of my 42
Yup.
years. You know all of them.
Again.
Come down to the science.
Thank you, Jess.
The science to it. Batman, come say the day.
This is literally why I'm doing the show.
If multiple
Because there is a difference, and most people have not done the research to understand what the difference is.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
If multiple people have said it to me, then the majority of them have been either wrong, or you
Probably.
can have multiple twin
Most likely wrong.
flames, or
I just told you no.
Kurt, if it's one, if a twin flame is 1 for 1,
I'm going to say it again.
that's just it. It's one on one. You can't have multiple.
You can have multiple soulmates. You can have multiple karmic relationships. You can only have one twin flame.
You can have multiple soul ties too.
Yes.
The twin flame is only 1 for 1 though. That's it.
That's it. Because you share a soul.
did y'all read this in the dark hole? Like, where are the rules at?
Can I finish? Can I do my show?
I'm sorry.
Is what I'm asking.
I forgot you got the Hogwarts transcripts. Please continue.
Can I do my show, and then we can have a deeper discussion?
Yeah, she got the codex, man. She got the codex.
Apparently, because I want to see where the fucking rules are at.
So, again, I was saying that it gets so deep that one person can often choose to run. Okay. Now, they usually will reunite. They will come back together after a period of separation to heal their traumas, cultivate love, awaken, all that shit. So after they do some work on themselves individually, then they can come together as a whole, okay? Twin flames are believed to form a complete entity when they find each other. A twin flame is an individual who completes one soul and shares an unmatched, intense love.
So
Okay?
would that mean they're actually they them until they come together? Just asking.
Are we using pronouns? I asking us.
If they are separated, it's they them until.
Basically, it's your souls. They've chosen to enter the world and grow together. There's a spiritual connection that has always existed. Like if you've ever met someone and you're like, I've been around you my whole life, but we never met. You might have been in close proximity your entire lives, but you didn't meet until you were supposed to meet for whatever that greater reason is. I know I have experienced it. I have experienced it where I'm like, damn, I was around you all like, how the fuck did I never meet you? We was in the same school, we was in the same neighborhood. How did that never happen? Okay, so
But that's not church twin flame though, because y'all would need to be together once y'all met. Once the souls come together, you can't depart again.
You can. I just said that you'll separate. I said it earlier. I said you will have a period of separation.
Like death?
How you come back together if you die?
Reincarnate, y'all meet back again like Hawk Girl and the Hawkman?
I mean, not
works of fiction. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, because once you meet your other half, if that's your other soul, you wouldn't be able to bear being away from a part of yourself.
What's that movie with Will Smith?
That's why you come back together. But
Hero Ball.
Hancock.
Oh. But sorry, Mike, go ahead.
No, I was saying it remind me of that, what you were saying.
Oh, but if you are triggered, this person is triggering you and you are facing things that you haven't faced before, a lot of times people will run. There's definitely people that will be like, oh my God, I'm in love with this person. This shit is intense. I've never felt this before. And they will run in the opposite direction because it's too much for them. It's too much.
If that's the exact opposite of the person, then they will both just repel.
But you will come back together after you do the work.
Okay. Do the work.
Either way, you got to do the work.
Do the work.
Can I just give my little tirade and then I'm gonna shut up?
Okay, because I'm trying to move it along.
Be quick with it. These are the stories that most likely are manifested from, respectfully, women, because y'all really, really, really love fairy tale shit. Hold on, just hear me out. Y'all really love the thought of the universe and forces beyond just yourselves guiding things. And it helps when breakup happens or shit goes wrong, because ultimately, because we have this connection, we'll come back together. He didn't come back because you were twin flames. He came back because you got great pussy. He came back because you supported him and loved him, and you cooked him dinner on every third Sunday. You gave him $30 when he didn't have money for the bus. He did it because you shut the fuck up when he was married, and you played your role as the side chick. And you know what? God damn it! Now that the bitch is dead and divorced, I can commit to you. These are tangible reasons. No man in all 42 years of my fucking life got back with that chick and was like, she was my twin flame. They ain't said that shit ever. I have heard it only from women. And if you believe that bullshit, stay in your little fantasy world. Stay there with fucking Zelda and Super Mario and Harry Potter and the rest of these motherfuckers and bibbity bobbity boo until you find somebody to love you. But don't be delusional.
Again, it might not be that twin flame. It could be all of the other things that we mentioned. So, soul ties, all that other shit. Because Kurt, right now, I'm sure there's a bitch that you broke up with that you would love to get back with if they said, come back to me. And you'd be on your hands and fucking knees.
Nope, not a single solitary person.
You think he would admit that? Do you think he would ever admit that?
No, I would. No. If there's one thing that I will admit my faults. I'll tell you how fucked up I am.
Absolutely. You didn't say nothing about your fault.
I don't know.
But I also will admit my insecurities. I do not have a single solitary person on this earth that I would be like, oh my God, yes, take me back. I am so accustomed to loss that I am 100% dependent on me. I can let
that's a trauma.
Yes, very much so. That is a learned behavior for me, just specifically for me. There ain't nobody on this earth that I can't walk away from. I walked away from God himself. Dead ass. Because you have an avoidant attachment style. Yes, Dr. Yana, I did it. God damn it. Shit.
But you're saying it as if it's
Dr. Felicia. Dr. Felicia, the man asked me a question. Can I finish it?
My name is not Felicia. It's Simon.
Cardi, no. To answer your question, there is no ex that I would be on my hands and knees to be like. Now, if it's conducive for me and that individual and it makes sense, okay, cool. But ain't nobody on this earth.
But Evolve Curtis might. Evolve Tilt Curtis might.
Curtis, you gonna get, motherfucker, the one with the white.
But now, have you ever had a soul tie though before?
I
don't believe in any of that.
Okay.
I would say I actively, like, I know for sure I suffer from limerence so big. Like, I suffer from it. If y'all don't know what limerence is, it's a person that you still have feelings for somebody else that exists in your life at one point. And it's almost like the hope and prayer that if you ever connected with them in that level again, they would, y'all would get back together.
Reciprocate, right?
Yeah. So I do suffer from limerence. I know I do, because when I actively don't talk to her because of that reason, because I'm like, all right, I know if I talk to her, chances are I want to be back. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's real. When it hits you, it hurts, man.
It really was like, it wasn't like we ended bad. We did not end bad. We ended very mutually. It's just when you think back on everything, you kind of wish it didn't end. And that's really what it is. It's like unfinished business. There's a lot of unresolved things for me with that. We've had conversations, step back and talk, but it's not like I'm over here just like whimpering and on my knees crawling or anything like that. It's more or less, it's just like, I know that I still think like, one day she'll maybe, do this. It's one of the reasons why I take my time to myself. I do tell people I get in relationships with that, hey, sometimes this happens. And it's like, and I have to know that about myself. But it's like, of course, if I find a relationship that works, I'm moving on in my life, of course. But it's like, as long as I'm sitting here single, I do sit with the chance that I know that me and her could possibly talk again.
See now,
Okay.
Mike, I agree with you. And to that point, I have absolutely fallen in love. I was married for over a decade, and
Yeah.
I let her walk out the fucking door with no problem. There are people who I agree I could not see life without them in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
But being okay with them walking out of my life is different than what I envision in my life.
Yeah, I get that 100%. So I'm sorry, G. That's what it is. Like twin
You don't
flame
have to apologize.
is almost like I get that, but at the same time, I wouldn't feel like that was what she would be. I don't think I've ever even met my twin flame. Like if that's a
You
thing,
may not have.
I might not. I don't think I've ever met them because I never had a person that felt so familiar before.
Right.
I'm pretty good at reading that style of people, of something that like, yo, we got so much in common, like that it don't make no sense. Like I never met that person yet.
Oh no, I've
Then-
met
then,
people like that.
I hope that you do meet that person. It's a very intense feeling, and it's a familiarity that I cannot really describe to you. Where you're just like, it's literally my soul recognizes your soul, like my soul recognizes you. And that's why it makes it very difficult.
Is it like that Spider-Man thing where they both Spider-Man and they pointing at each other?
Sometimes.
More like Venom and Spider-Man.
Sometimes.
That's
Venom
what
and Spider-Man definitely understand each other.
Listen,
Yes, they
that
do.
is a symbiotic relationship.
Right. Venom just talked too fucking.
Who is a water sign? Who's a water sign? I'm not.
Gina, can that twin flame definition have caveats, or is that the hard and fast definition of the shit?
Okay, well, what do you?
What I mean is, could twin flame be and mean something different based on the individual, or is that just the hard definition?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much a hard definition. That's why I made a point to say that there's only one twin flame. You have multiple of the others, and I didn't even get to soulmates yet. But you can have multiple of the other ones, but there's only one person that you're going to share that soul with. That's it.
Salvador, you's a funny motherfucker.
I can't even see Styles' comments. What did he say? Just put it back up there. Don't come in here starting shit.
Sal, when I first met Siren by Night, I was acquiring it was actually during a business acquisition, and she initially talked so much shit about my lack of mustache that she grinded me the fuck up in a most ignorant fashion. And I recognized a talent within that young lady, and I tried to procure her show for my network. I was very impressed with the way that she articulated herself, her presence, and I absolutely felt akin to her personality because I'm a showstopper. She's a showstopper. So yeah, I kind of felt that way. I would not have brought her onto the network if I didn't feel that way. I have a great eye for talent, and she's a talented motherfucker.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Gina. That wasn't for you. That's for him. That's for him.
So please remember that twin flame, that's a once in a lifetime. Okay. Now, when y'all separate, y'all can come back together after y'all do the work. If you do not do the work, it is a possibility that you will not come back together. It may be in the next life. We want to move on to soulmates.
Like that Erica
Mike, I swear I guess I see you next lifetime.
Right. It would be butterflies, like that. You said.
No hard feelings.
Like, he was twin flaming right there.
Soulmates, people use this word all the time. We've heard it. It's oversaturated. So they're not as intense or as triggering as a karmic partner or as a twin flame. And while we have the twin flame only once in a lifetime, you can have, like I said, many karmic partners. You can have many soulmate relationships. So compared to the other two, soulmates is conceptualized as more complementary. In other words, they can be long lasting because it's a pleasant relationship. It's not going to have these highs and lows. It is not going to be this roller coaster. You're going to be very fond of this person. You're going to love this person. You could do life with this person, but it's not the twin flame type of love. You have an option of being with this person or not. That's why you can have many of them. So you can have many people that you loved. You can have many people that you were in love with, but they are not going to meet that intensity as the twin flame or even the karmic partner. The difference being the twin flame is not toxic, the karmic is toxic. So you can have many of these, all right? Your relationship will be a fulfilling, joyful experience. You'll have an emotional, mental, and physical connections. But that spiritual connection is going to be missing. That spiritual connection that leads it to the next intensity level is missing. So the question would be, do you marry your soulmate or do you marry your twin flame? And it's basically like some people will take that safe risk. A soulmate is safe. You could do life with them. I'm sorry.
I would have thought it would be the inverse, that the soulmate would be the twin flame definition, and twin flame definition would be
no, because that's why it's called a twin flame, because you're literally souls, twin souls connected. Soulmate is somebody that you can do life with, and you may be meant to have an experience with this person, but that is never going. The feeling that you have for them is never going to be as intense. Because that spiritual, ultimately, that true spiritual connection is missing. You can choose to be with your soulmate. It's safe. It's very safe. You could be happy, but that passion.
Does romance have to be in those dynamics, or could you find those same things in a friend? And if you find a friend twin flame, does that automatically negate finding it romantically?
You don't have a friend twin flame, you can have a friend soulmate. So you can have a friend that is your soulmate. That's why that intensity is not
at Hogwarts. There's a lot of rules to this shit.
That's why I'm breaking it down, because people use things arbitrarily and they do not know. But you have a choice in what you want to do. It can be dangerous. Those feelings, those intense feelings, it could be like, I don't want to do this. Let me take the safe banker. Let me take the safe banker with the white picket fence and the 2.5 children, versus the fucking singer that's on the road all the time, and I don't never know what's happening when he not with me. It's up to you. You have a choice.
So they sold this money over the rock star.
The rock star could have money. They both could have money. It could just be varying levels.
Busyness says, what are the odds of meeting a twin flame though? I would believe under 5%.
I don't have a percentage.
I would believe it's very, very minuscule.
And it's not somebody you could purposely seek out.
I agree with Cardi. How the fuck there's 9 billion people on this earth? The probability of you ever coming across a twin flame, so you just happen to be from the same hood.
It just doesn't happen to everybody. But
sometimes, not
if
all
you're destined, you're destined.
Damn. So if you find a twin flame, you done really found some shit.
That's the whole point.
That is exactly. That is the significance.
So
to round this off, so we can move on to the ball 3. Everyone is on a quest for something. Okay. Everybody wants a partner to fulfill. Well, not everybody. Many people want a partner to fulfill their lives. Remember, soulmates are viewed as sustaining relationships that endure throughout a person's life. A twin flame is the individual who supports the spiritual evolution of the other and with whom they share an unmatched, intense love. And a karmic partner is considered a person with whom one has connections in the lifetime to heal core wounds and belief, but not necessarily for a lifetime. Can you find all 3? It is possible. Not probable.
Could they all be in one person?
Determining that Which one fits for you depends on your experiences.
That sounds like nasty
Can
work.
one person be all of those things?
That bitch is special.
I find that very unlikely. I find it very unlikely.
Yeah, that nigga's like a Super Saiyan or something. No, we good on that. No.
Siren, have you ever found a twin flame?
Me?
Yeah.
You already asked me that. You said, have I ever said that about a person? I said one.
Yeah, she has one.
Yes. Soulmates, multiple. I've had multiple soulmates, one twin flame.
So it's about time I guess you're gonna come back around the sun again, right?
I'm come back around to who? My twin
The
flame?
sun. Yeah, I mean y'all come and go, so it's gonna be a time before when's the equinox?
Only if they do the work.
Or if you do the work. You do the work.
I'm already doing my work. All right.
Or more work.
This
work harder.
It's not stop. I'm doing means currently doing in the process of.
Hurry up and get your twin flame.
Do they know that y'all are twin flames?
I'm sorry?
Do they know you're all twin flames?
That's also important too.
I don't know if they feel the same way about that. I have no idea.
You have to ask them at this point, or her.
You ain't had this conversation with this motherfucker?
Because all you know, you could be just a soulmate, and you ain't there. You down here.
Listen to me. I've had conversations about it. Yes. Have I broken down the definitions? No.
I need you to go back and do
wait a
that.
minute, hold on. Don't just skippity past this shit. So when you have a conversation with the motherfucker, how did they respond?
They cannot see doing life without me.
Huh.
And I ain't getting into all of it, but
you all in my business? You all in everybody else's goddamn business? Why can't we get in your business?
And they said that they feel an addiction to me. So,
that doesn't sound healthy.
Yeah, that don't sound healthy at all.
Like a bump of Gina, a bump of Siren. This one with the pinky finger, just.
You gotta have it. What's that shit called? Aspirin with the fucking shit to bring you back if you overdose.
Narcan.
Narcan. Yeah, you gotta have that Narcan on that.
Anyway,
Gina, you gotta watch out for them motherfuckers. Twin flame burn your ass.
As Mike said before, I am not a therapist, right? I'm not a therapist.
That should be the disclaimer. Please put that disclaimer.
Just scrolling down at the bottom at all times.
Thoughts and opinions of Witchy Siren by night. This motherfucker is not a therapist, nor does she take her own advice.
But we have references though.
I do take
we got references.
I fall short sometimes. That's all. Am I in therapy? Yes, I have been in therapy for over 2 years. I have been in therapy for over the same therapist. So I think people think that when you go to therapy, you are fixed overnight. That does not happen. I think people think that when you go to therapy, you never do anything wrong. That is not true.
Yes. Thank you.
I think people think you never do wrong. That's not true. It is very hard to break bad habits. It is very hard to heal from childhood traumas.
Y'all tripping.
If you have anxiety, if you have depression, it's very hard to manage those things. And as we live in our lives, we go through more things. Like I was in therapy before I had a really bad trauma. I had a really bad trauma after, thank God I was already in therapy. But then it's like a reset button. And so now I am healing from something else and it triggers a number of
things. Keep adding it on.
I love that you try to get your viewers healthy. I am not here for that at all. Please delve into the
all right. Let's go into the debauchery part.
Pussy is better with a little toxicity sprinkled on it. Dick is better with a little toxicity sprinkled on it. You drink, smoke, and you fuck raw. That's toxic. But y'all out here doing it, and you're gonna do it till you're damn near dead. Enjoy it while you can. Go ahead, Siren. What's that with debauchery?
All right.
Anyway,
Switch over inside the box.
I was completing my sentence. My mother died while I was in therapy, and so that brought up a lot. Yeah, you interrupted me while I was making a point, but that triggered a lot of stuff that I had to deal with. So yeah, when they're saying like people should already know this and shouldn't get in a relationship when they know they have trauma, a number of things is going to happen throughout your lifetime that is going to bring things back up, and you have to deal with them. So it's not as simple. Life is not that simple. If you have even if you have a charmed life, that still does happen. So now we're going to get. So this is a very witchy episode. Very witchy episode. We are going to get into the debauchery now. Okay. So I wanted to talk about sex, magic, love magic, okay, witchcraft and sex.
Voodoo pussy.
You know who said that to me recently?
Are you ready?
Are
you ready?
The other Mike said that to me.
That's how it sounds. So, take the panties off. Boom, 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 boom. Are you ready?
Yes, Sal, I'm not going to teach you how to make a love potion per se, but I have love spells and I have sex spells. Yes, I have spells for you this evening.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah. Now, disclaimer, any spells that I teach you, if you do them,
the thoughts and views of the Unicorn
that has
podcast has nothing to do with
If you drink that shit and make a coochie dry, do not come after her. Don't do it.
I'm going to tell you that I recommend to people all the time because people do ask me for love spells. I have been asked for them, but I tell people I do not ever recommend doing love spells on people. Somebody should
on your dog.
None at all, because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. If you gotta make something do it, it's irresponsible. You all saw Princess and the Frog.
Terry, you scared of witchcraft? Do you think that Christianity is the original religion of Black people? I'm just saying. Anyway, you go to church, you lay it on the altar, right? Anyway,
my dick
you say a prayer. You say a prayer. It is a spell. A prayer is nothing but a spell.
Dark Lord Mephisto.
No, it's the truth. A prayer is a spell. It's spell work.
Sorry,
you might learn something. Reva said, "Be like the genie. I cannot make people fall in love." You should never want somebody to come to you against their will. You should never want somebody to be with you against their will. You should never want somebody that you had to convince, cajole, do a spell on to be in love with you.
Sounds like a power of a narcissist.
I'm just saying.
You rang.
But if you do not already know, I'm a witch. For anybody who's already been here many times, y'all know I'm a witch. I got my little symbol on and everything.
Should like Philemon.
I would like to recommend this book. It's The Good Witch's Guide. Okay, it has spells, every spell that you could probably think of. It's a modern day Wikipedia for modern witches, so you might want to check that out. Every witch should have a book of shadows that you write your spells in.
Nigga, that was in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Let's say grimoire.
Grimoire, and there's a grimoire and there's a book of shadows.
You got a blue-eyed white dragon over there too?
Now behold.
Terry, I don't judge anybody for their religion. You can pray to Jesus if you like to. Just, don't begrudge me what I want to do.
Carolyn, I rebuke you in your throat.
What did Carolyn say? I can't see her comment. Carolyn, your throat is not so
open your throat in the name.
Wow.
Not my own death note. And so I do have.
Oh my God! You gonna bring up all your demonic artifacts?
You don't want me to use them on you. So chill.
I told you the universe protects me. I ain't worried about.
She got them relics in there. Yeah, the Doomslayer relics.
Thank you, Jess. So anyway,
Oogie boogie, nigga, oogie boogie.
Fucking Hellraiser almost jumped up out of that bitch.
I do have an altar, but like every witch should have certain things. I'm not going to get in. That's another show where I'm gonna get into everything. But this is like my travel altar, and then I have a regular altar. But anyway, we want to talk about sex magic because you can use sex to manifest things. Okay.
With my magic wand.
Mike is like, how did I get here?
No, not even. It's not that. It's not that. I'll tell you when you're ready.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A travel altar is like a switch for demons.
Travel altar is fascinating. Yes, it's cute. It's got like little mini versions of everything. So it's got like candles, and my candles are warped because I use them. But it's got candles and
that shit came from.
Does it come with its own chicken bones, or did you have to provide your own?
Chicken bones is specific to a certain type of witchcraft.
Yeah.
You do different types of witchcraft. Okay. Shut up, Darius.
So which witchcraft school did you go to specifically? Was it Yoruba, Haitian? Was you imbued with this power?
The Wizardly Wizard of a Wonderful Place.
Yeah.
So you want me to answer?
I would love to know.
Okay. Which I think you already know, but I am Haitian on my father's side. I did not meet my father's side of the family until I was an adult. So I did not know I was Haitian until I was a grown woman. And in me learning about my culture, I started getting into voodoo and vodou and hoodoo. And it's a slippery slope. And I'm like, you know what? At the time, I was having a crisis of faith. And I had been for some time, and I no longer felt connected to Christianity, but I felt very connected, and I've always felt connected to Caribbean culture. And I just
underworld.
As a child, I felt connected to it, and I took French. I did all that stuff before I knew I was Haitian, and I just ended up finding out later, and I'm like, this is why. This is why I feel connected to it, and I felt more connected to it this spiritually. I'm an eclectic witch, which means I pull from wherever. But it's a combination of different things. It's not specifically voodoo.
Real quick, Siren. Just real quick. Does everyone on the panel who does not believe in voodoo? Okay, you keep thinking that.
I know for a fact.
I would expect it. I would expect it.
I'm not. You know what? I don't even need to articulate it.
I wouldn't say I believe it. What I would say is that I believe that it to be true for some people. So.
Do I believe that spirits exist? Absolutely. Do I believe that humans can invoke the power of said spirits to their benefit? No.
Well, it's always a trade-off, so it's not really just one way.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Do you believe that?
Tread lightly.
I'm just asking a question. Do you believe that God answers prayers?
I do.
Is that not the same thing? You're not invoking it.
Every prayer. See, don't do that with me because you are.
I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
Every prayer that you ask for is in benefit of God. That's the reason why He doesn't answer some prayers that you actually want, because it isn't in line with His plan. All grace and glory to God, so that if He does answer your prayer, it falls along with His plan. His plan, not yours. You want more?
So let me respond. I am a good witch. Okay.
You know what? Just take me the fuck out.
No, he was asked there. I am a good witch. Most witches, majority of witches, do believe in karma. Okay, so I don't do anything to cause harm. I don't do anything to cause harm, and I believe that if I do things to cause harm, purposely cause harm, that is going to come back to me. So that's why I don't do spell work for my benefit per se.
That's right, Agatha.
I try to use energy to set intentions.
All I'm saying, I know you have great intentions. I know as a person, you are entitled to believe how you want to believe.
Yes.
In a former life, before all of this comedy and shit, I was a ordained minister for many, many, many years. I done seen some shit. I have helped expel demons. I have seen things that I cannot fully explain. So that's why I do believe in some form of spiritism. Just you when you dealing with powers that are greater than you, that we have limited knowledge of and limited understanding. And I do agree that African spirituality is normally demonized. And that's the reason I don't try to shit on anybody's belief, to include Yoruba, Orishas, the Lao, hoodoo, voodoo, Hulu. I don't fuck on none of them streaming channels. All right. At the end of the day, just be very careful and be knowledgeable in what you're invoking and what you call.
Yes.
And be ready to pay the price.
I do got
that. No.
That part.
My point that what that man said, because you don't get something until you give something.
So to be clear, I am not suggesting that anybody work with any entities. I'm not saying
you giving out love spells, nigga. You might want to.
I do got something. I got
something crawl up somebody's ass.
Oh my!
I got something, and I ain't gonna lie about it. I agree with you saying, Kurt, 100%. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can't expel shit. There's only one thing on my body that is toxic, and that's my dick. Let's get to the fucking part of things.
Thank you. Go. That part. That all is hoodoo. You do.
Mike, from this, I'm 90% toxic. I'm 90%. You know who I am. Like I'm a good ass dude. I take it. But him down there, he a whole different beast. Listen, it's time. Somebody gotta get bent over, put in the fucking wall real quick, and demon time. Listen, it is what it is.
Is there a lust spell, like just like a natural plan B?
I love you say him downstairs.
I need a natural plan B voodoo spell. I ain't gotta worry about that shit.
Let's get to
plan B expensive.
I'm like, what's that part when you start talking too much? Let's get to the fucking part.
Yeah, give me that. You know,
to bite anyway.
A strange protection spell. Give me that.
So who's sex?
That's
Sex magic is any type of sexual activity used in magical, ritualistic,
or sex tape.
religious and spiritual practices. Okay. So one practice of sex magic is using sexual arousal or orgasm with visualization as the desired result. The core of sex magic is a cycle that involves anticipating and attempting to control a series of events. So this includes exercising control over the body and mind during sexual orgasm and the period that follows, okay? They have been doing sex magic for years.
That just sounds like a job of a dom.
Surprisingly, right? In the Western world, sex magic comes from an occultist, and he is the son of a wealthy Virginian father and a slave mother.
I don't trust it.
Slaves came out with sex magic. This feels right to you.
I thought you at least say like Rasputin or something, because that was a nigga that was, into that, the occult.
If you want to look it up, his name is Pascal Beverly Randolph from
I ain't gonna no damn slave master.
Pascal.
Randolph developed one of the most influential systems of sex magic, right? So as per him, the moment when one reaches orgasm is the most intense and most powerful experience a human can have in life. And in that moment, the soul suddenly opens to the divine realm and the breath of God is infused.
He was a slave owner?
He said, I didn't say he was a slave owner. That's not what I said.
That's what I missed that part. What?
I said he was the son of a wealthy Virginian father and a slave mother. He was the son.
He's a product.
It was a bastard.
Oh, damn.
What you drinking, nigga? Anyway.
He's black. He is black.
Right. Yeah. He said the mother was a slave, so usually.
Yes. So he's saying true sex power is God power, and as such, the power of the orgasm can be used by a man and a woman for various gains, both worldly and spiritual. So it's nature to create. This means sexual energy and creative energy are connected, and sexual energy will naturally fuel creativity and passion when harnessed properly. Okay?
Can I speak on that real quick?
Go ahead, please.
But I'm not trying to plug myself by any means necessary. But you
plug yourself.
That not for that reason. I came out. I worked on new music late last year. I was fucking right, and then I was like, all right, she got some good ass pussy, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make a song. I wound up making a whole fucking album, not because of necessarily just that one thing, but it's just I made a whole entire little short 7-song EP. I have the name of the album. You're gonna laugh at this shit. The name of the album is Love Plus Sex Equals Magic, because obviously I understand it a certain way. And I'm like, you over here just reading that shit. And I'm like, fuck, that's exactly how I felt when I was making the Sex Magic song. Every song has magic behind it. Sex Magic is literally based off of the feeling of excitement, joy, sex. We're not just talking about regular sex. You can make it what you want it to be. You can choke a bitch. You can, I don't call women bitches, but you can choke motherfuckers. You just called her a bitch.
Actually, you choke a bitch.
I do it.
Choke a bitch. I don't call women bitches.
I had to retract.
Oh no, Mike, own that shit. You can choke a bitch. I'll say it for you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, I need him to do it. Thank you. It's just only in the bed. You listen. You want me to call you in? I'm doing everything, but we ain't gonna go too far into it. It's probably I need to fuck something. And it's been a while, so
you better listen to that mixtape.
Yeah, so that it's no rapping, no instrumental, but the Sex Magic is everything you described. And I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm like, oh, okay. Because when I make music, obviously, I'm always in the feeling. I gotta get myself in the mood.
That's probably how Prince felt.
You might have to hit her up. You might have to hit her up and make some more magic.
I ain't got no
I feel like Sade is like that, just sex magic. Her songs.
Right now, I ain't touching nobody. I ain't do nothing. I'm straight off. I'm dry dick Hennessy at this point. Yeah, I'm dry.
Dry dick Hennessy. Well, Siren, can you whip him up some potions? What potions you got in your book to help get Mike Dick wet?
Nobody, for real, somebody gonna try to be my girlfriend.
What you got?
With him.
Party.
That's all.
What you got?
Party. You talking over Mike, honey.
Oh no, he
don't drink.
I'm just trying to help Mike out. I'm just like, what's in your emporium to help Mike with his element of dry dick?
Cardi, don't drink nothing else.
He said, what is in your alchemy bag?
Right.
I'm getting there. Okay.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Come on, finish all this reading so we can talk about fucking. Shit. This is like the tutorial before the game starts. Come on.
I'm definitely involved.
You know how to do sex magic? Do you know how to do it?
Next.
I'm sorry. What'd you say to me?
I said, do you know how to
wait. Change your voice when you say that to me.
Excuse me?
Anyway. Change your voice.
So I'll say, get that Diddy elixir. Diddy elixir.
Just out here saving your ass. You speak soft to me when you ask me that question.
Oh my God. Don't come over here. This is my show, sir.
You're absolutely right.
I'll come over here and your show.
Hold on. To answer your question, it is out of respect for your show. Do I know how to make sex magic? I again, I don't put things in those frameworks, but I have to admit, what you were describing, I have had sex where, man, you feel like you have opened a portal somewhere.
That Pandora's box,
bruh. And I don't know if it's
Cardi said no.
Souls aligning or twin flames burning or none of that shit. I'm not trying to sit here and act like I understand everything. But I do know, and unfortunately, because of my past, I akin it to when God created sex. When God created sex, whatever that feeling is, that connectivity, when that shit is rocking and you both nut at the same time, and it feel like her soul open, that's what it was designed for. It was designed for you to lose your fucking mind just like that. We just fucking up from.
I'm 100% with Kurt. I'm trying to yell like Gohan in your ears. That's
what everyone needs that Belquise. I don't know. Y'all watch American Gods? The Belquise, the African goddess of love. She just open her shit. You just fucking just.
Oh my God.
Drown in it.
And it's something about feeling a woman's orgasm on your dick. Let me tell you something. To the men who have never induced a penetrative orgasm, you are missing the fuck out. When that
Hit the gym, do better. Get it.
Listen, that motherfucker feels like it's transforming into Megatron. What? Oh my God.
If I ain't gonna hold you now, you wind up taking a little bit of my soul if I get real dizzy and when I get real dizzy and shit, I'm like, and you kind of do the cross-eyed joint a little bit. You gotta have the lights off.
Cross-eyed
face.
Not cross-eyed.
Yo, I had a friend of mine. I ain't even going front. It's not even my story. I had a friend of mine after one of our kink parties. He talked about fucking somebody on their first time. That nigga came back to me and I've never seen a man get excited to tell me about fucking. I think that's so corny. I think that's corny when men do that. Yeah. We all had pussy, nigga. It's not the new thing. But the way he said, and it's the Darius's comment. He said, nigga, she had a galaxy in there. And I said, what, nigga? She got a galaxy in there. Quasars. And shooting stars. Quasars, nigga. I said, whoa.
Quasars is crazy, though.
It was like finding out some new strand of weed. He was like, listen, nigga, every pussy should be like this. I said, is it different? That motherfucker wifed her so fast, he went from pimp to simp. Just like that. Pussy changed his whole life. Got fat and everything. Uglier than a motherfucker now. But I respect him.
Well,
yo, I'm crying.
Good pussy will do that to you.
It will.
And listen,
it will.
Sex is an act of creation.
Pussy fairy on the way.
You knew what you were getting.
I did.
You definitely you opened up the floodgates, Siren by Night. So
no, I'm laughing. Every sexual act creates a child on a spiritual plane. So regardless of whether it's a flesh and blood baby, it's produced on a material plane.
You can't tell me I got like 1,000 kids on a spiritual plane right now.
Fuck out of here. I got ghost babies out there.
Nigga, you know you got ghost babies.
You go for it. I got a little orphanage.
Touched by an angel having ass.
And in case y'all don't know what manifestation means, it's a process where you bring your ideas, concepts, visions, and dreams from your inner world into your outer world so you can enjoy it with your physical body. Okay?
Just child support.
So when you add sex energy to the manifestation ritual, you increase the intensity of the magic spell. You do not need a partner to do sex magic. Okay?
What?
No Diddy.
Listen, you can do sex magic. You can do sex magic by yourself. You can self-pleasure. You can self-pleasure. Okay. It's a good idea if you want to get into doing sex magic for you to pleasure yourself and practice sex magic with yourself first, right? Because you got to know your own body. You got to know your own body before you start working with a partner.
Well, for my next trick, watch me make it levitate.
Listen, it's gonna be funny as shit. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I'm sleepy, so now I'm in a very, very goofy ass mood. So,
not Durgan's is a love potion.
So look, when you masturbating, right? Do you talk shit a little bit?
That's a little bit too personal. Okay.
Your knuckles are real rough.
Talk shit just a little bit to yourself, like.
Oh my God.
You gotta practice, you know.
So when you start pleasuring yourself, you want to center yourself, you want to feel your own energy, you want to use different techniques, you want to observe how you respond to them, hold your hands a certain way.
No, that doesn't surprise me.
That sounds like you trying to go Super Saiyan 3. Get the fuck out of here. Look, man, you busting a nut.
Listen, I want all the states.
I just call that edging. I don't know, that's magic, but
no, that's torture.
That's got weird.
That's torture.
It's not torture.
It's like revving up an engine that won't start. You just sitting there. All right,
but it gets the oil through the engine. You gotta rev it.
I don't want to edge myself though.
Right? Is you fucking the engine up? Like, yo, just go full blast.
Yo, you never got an oil change before?
Yeah, but
some people enjoy edging.
No,
I'm not
edging
saying
is a
that.
thing.
But I mean,
I understand
by
that.
yourself?
I understand that kink.
Yes, by yourself. Some people edge by themselves. Yes.
I'm a pro advocate for it. So
Okay,
So you be sitting there
Yeah.
just a 2-hour session, just right there. All right, stop.
right, right there, and when it's time for the main show, baby, go right into it.
Then you kind of got nut and piss mixed together, even though they don't come out the same time. And your shit just all fucked up.
I kind of get it. 'Cause, man, if I did that shit, I would blow somebody's fucking head off. I'm already a power washer type nigga, so I'll literally blow some back of some motherfucker's head off if I edged. This shit's a dangerous weapon now.
Hey man,
Well, I think that's really
use it responsibly.
So look,
that's kind of the point.
Kurt, if you
So that you had the intense orgasm and climax, so that's why a lot of people edge.
Right.
It's more intense.
actually have proper orgasms.
Look at your
Would you
face.
say,
You actually have proper. You have proper orgasms.
I get some proper orgasms.
No, it's because they said that the orgasm for a man is actually supposed to last like a minute. Some motherfuckers be done in like 15 seconds or 5 seconds.
Oh, that's interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
Huh? I get the I get the aftershocks and shit.
I love aftershocks. Like I'd be like, you don't touch me. Like, give me a reason to almost sock you.
Yeah.
I don't understand these niggas.
Give me a reason to almost sock you is crazy.
I don't understand these niggas that can pop right back up. Cause I'm like, after I know, I need a sandwich, a shower. I need a don't touch me, motherfucker. I need my body is in a hard reset.
I had that moment today. Shit.
Shit.
She.
Talk about another round. Round your ass up and get the fuck down in that kitchen. Bring me a sandwich.
Now, another question is: do you have to have the opposite gender to do sex magic? No.
Not.
Sex magic
relies.
Listen, sex magic relies on blending male and female energies regardless of gender. We all have both masculine and feminine energies. Okay? Yeah. So you do not have to be a woman and a man.
We're contemporary men. Nobody's going to challenge you.
That's why I talk shit to myself. Listen, if I'm in that feminine energy, I got to talk to somebody.
Shut up, bitch. Okay. Mom grab his own hair. Shut the fuck up.
You know what?
I tried to pull
my wig. Violation on yourself.
My wig. It kind of did something, Mike. I get it, nigga. Hold on. I was pulling my wig off.
That is fucking sus as hell. Goddamn.
I'm gonna start wearing this shit when I'm fucking now.
Brian.
Kurt will be in there slapping his own ass. Wow, like,
damn, Kurt, you doing it? Thank you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, pat yourself on the back and the dick. Yeah, go ahead.
So
slap your own dick and give yourself a compliment. She'd be like, nigga.
You know what? I'm wrangling no, only one drunk nigga. Because I don't
Give
think
me a high
I'm in a goofy mood.
He's sober.
Yo,
he's sober. He's sober. But if y'all want to know how you would do a sex magic ritual, all right. So the first thing you want to do is set your intention. All right, get familiar with your 4 elements: your air, earth, water, fire.
Oh, you the avatar now.
Yes, you about to be
summoning Captain Planet. That's what
I'm shit. That's why. You really should be naked. Definitely should be naked, so you don't have any barriers, okay, between yourself and the cosmos.
So you
my Walmart shirt will stop my blessings.
Captain Planet now, like,
yeah, get naked.
Stopping my blessings.
The way you came into the world, yes, get butt asshole naked, okay. Then you need to create a sacred space. I'm sorry.
I like my socks on.
No, take them bitches off. You need to be grounded. You need to be grounded, Mike.
I gotta take my socks off, nigga.
Take your. I hate when people wear their socks when they have sex.
It's a sensation with it, though.
I get it.
No, take them off. Take them off. You want to create a sacred space, okay? So have someplace dedicated to love making. All right. You can have candles. You can have music. You can have rosemary. burning where you can smell that. Okay,
I'm about to
then you
go
want
there.
to cast the
Sage.
circle.
Mhm.
You
Y'all gotta get some chalk?
draw a circle?
Yes, draw a circle.
I ain't doing this shit.
Oh, we about to lay a spell there.
No,
Well, keep talking.
No, we're not putting no pentagrams down.
Look, what's the Naruto joint they do when they be
Fran,
doing all
I
this
said
shit?
a
Wipe your
circle.
finger real quick and smash the ground. Yeah,
Mhm.
go ahead, keep talking.
The reason why, listen. The reason why you're casting the circle is because you need to shield yourself from anything interfering physically with your energetic field. Okay, to protect you from any unwanted or negative outside influences. Okay,
You don't
so
want no
make sure
side
your
ghosts coming and
space-
sliding your shit.
So you want me
make
to
sure
do
your
all that
space
just
is
to get rid of
clean.
Shannon Sharp? Like I'm gonna walk her through this situation. She gonna get it.
Should I get salt? Like, drive like salt around the thing to protect the bad spirits out, or
You
just a
could use
circle?
salt. Yes, you could use
I
salt.
got carpet, so
We'll do some Kendrick Lamar push-ups. Like
You could use salt. You could
Don't
create
nobody
a
want to
circle.
vacuum up no salt.
If it's gonna be the best sex of your life, why not? A little salt.
I wouldn't mind it.
I'm just saying.
I'm down with it.
What defines the best sex of your life? Because I ain't gonna front. I've had some top tier fucking experience.
You know
I
what?
have to-
I can't answer that question for you.
Most
I
of the
can't.
exes that I don't fuck with now is some of the best ones. But
I feel like
I don't know if I can get better than like specific. I like my mind goes right to it. I don't know. If there's better than that, then give me the fucking salt. Shit.
I feel like the deeper you have an emotional connection with someone, the better the sex is.
So it ain't
So
the bath salt, it's actual human
Not the best
communication.
salt.
This motherfucker. You casting spells, nigga. Just talk.
anyway, so you want to soul gaze, right? And this is like part of tantric sex, looking into each other's eyes to connect in that way. In
No, I'm
silence,
gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna do some
in
tantric shit tonight.
silence, okay? Or if and like Mike, you could have music, you could sing or whatever, like you were
I
saying.
can see that tantric
I
shit.
ain't singing. Listen, I can't sing to save
I
anybody.
didn't say you. I said you could. You don't have
Put
to.
the playlist on. You gotta put the playlist on.
That tantric shit is like orgasm without even touching each other, right?
Yeah.
Right,
It can get there. Yeah.
That's
right.
crazy.
It can be.
I
So
never
then
got there, but
you're trying to connect, right, with your breath, your sound, your movement. All right. You're trying to be mindful with your energy. Then you want to do sensual touch.
Very intentional, very orgasmic.
Very demure or debaucherous, as the case may be. But you want to do sensual touch, so you're touching everything from the head to the toes. We're not leaving out parts of the body. We are
What if you
sensually
don't like feet?
touching and appreciating.
Can't appreciate all toes.
What about the top of the foot? Maybe not the bottom. Your woman or man should be clean. I would hope so.
go
That you
take a
would
shower
not
together.
be-
Start there.
My lady,
First part of the ritual: take a shower together. Get the crevices and the crannies.
And then you want to have you want to sublimate the sexual energy. So, and the goal is to no longer have a genital orgasm, but raise sexual energy into the heart and the higher consciousness. Okay.
Apparently, Terry don't think you're doing it fast enough. Too many steps.
No, it's supposed to be slow.
We ain't fucking yet.
It's supposed to be slow. That's the point. Slow down. Y'all just want to bang somebody back out. We talk about sex magic. It's a ritual.
Ow.
Draw out the experience. That's the problem with some of y'all. That's why some of y'all don't have repeats. She came and you was done in 15 minutes and she's upset and she's not returning. Okay.
I ain't never
She's
been
not
15 minutes in my life. But go ahead.
You're allowing your sexual energy to build, and that's going to enhance your magical power. Okay. Do deep breathing, and it's pretty much like edging, as Cardi does often. Then you want to visualize your point of high arousal, okay? And then you want to seed your vision.
What the fuck?
Yes,
Yeah.
Carolyn, you want to summon a demon.
That is a bad catalyst.
Darius, then you will not have a repeat. You will not have a repeat person if you just want to get to it.
Now I agree with you, Siren, in that in my experiences in dom sub play with impact play, breathing and how you breathe and control breathing is a large part of how you coach a sub through her emotions and her feelings and her processes. That's a large in part. I can think of moments where it got too intense and I got to put my hand on the back and be like, now breathe. You do now the breathing does intensify orgasms or at least emotion.
It does. And taking your time intensifies the orgasm. You're also ready to just reach your dick in.
Stop. Why are you having
to lie, that should be for kids at this point in my life.
I just want to get to
hold on. Ain't nothing but grown ass men on this
I'm
panel.
about to say, you don't even have to say this to us. Like, well, for me personally, nah. I'm
doing
everything beforehand. I need your whole body to be forgetting that dick is coming. That's the part. I want you to forget that part.
I like that. That's a great way to say it.
Yeah. You like
I wasn't putting that on you guys, but in the comments I do see people like, all right, we ain't looking at.
No, Cardi was right. It's I mean, not trying to brag a boast on any of us, but like for the most part, like I could see a lot of men who might not take that time and attention to do all that.
Yeah. Right.
Right. And this is actually a lesson for sex in general, not just when you're trying to perform a sex spell.
Sal, that was probably the most ill-timed question.
Can I be your sub?
I got nervous.
Who are you sleeping?
Yo, Cardi, I was like, nigga.
Would you like
I'm not surprised. That's just Sal.
So then you want to seed your vision, right? Once you get to the ultimate point of high arousal, then you want to seed your vision. Seed your vision. A sex magic is when ejaculating and having an explosive clitoral orgasm can increase energy rather than deplete the energy. As you feel ready to release the energy, you want to hold the visual of your manifestation in your mind, okay? The desired outcome that you want in your life, then let the orgasm wash through you. As it does, allow the waves of pleasure to sing your vision into the universe. Okay. Then your vision is in the universe where it plugs into the fertile womb of the matrix.
Oh my God.
And creates a magical child. You give birth to your intention.
And that's when I give you a magical plan B. Let's fuck that.
I don't like that part.
Are you done with the definition? That was a long ass definition.
No, it wasn't a definition. It's how to do it. How to do it.
None of that sound like voodoo, so it just sound like normal procedure. SOP right there.
But you want to. So you.
So sorry. Have you actually done this?
I don't need no Neo baby coming out.
Have you actually done those steps?
I have never cast the circle.
Yeah, I've done everything but cast a circle.
I have set my intentions and I didn't let the person know. I didn't tell them.
You out here,
but I also have a
secret.
But I also have an altar in my room, so I'm always having sex. Well, not always, but I always have sex in front of my altar. So
it's been people watching the whole entire time, huh?
Well, how many niggas is hitting in the room?
Well, you got the spirit of Shaka Zulu watching.
They're literally.
I wish I would look over and see a fucking altar. Hell no, right. Dick going back up. I'm out.
Why are you lying?
Shut up.
Gina, I'm just making a joke. I'm really just making a joke. But that's funny as fuck that you got. That's funny you got your chala in the fucking corner just watching everybody just fucking like.
You're that tall African voodoo statue with the long ass dick.
Motherfucker grilling your shit out you like.
I do. I have things on my altar like that represent gods and goddesses. You normally hear something represent. What'd you say?
Just give him Papa Shango a show. Got the Undertaker over there. Shit.
Got Paul Bear with the earth.
Got Gangrel over there.
Back up.
Gangrel rubbing it out.
My sex is good.
Bray Wyatt and shit.
Hey, look,
I have good sex.
Hey, look, Kurt, you can hear Paul Bear with that creepy ass voice in the corner. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't put me and Mike on the show together ever again. This nigga, I forgot how much fun this motherfucker was.
That shit make my brain just go crazy right now. Let me shut
That
up.
make me miss wrestling. Anyway, I'm sorry, Gina. So you out here making sex magic in front of actual altars. Has your shit come true when you manifested it?
Yes. Y'all don't believe in this stuff, but I often tell people that one of the most prosperous times in my life, as far as money was concerned, is after I gave offerings to Marie Laveau. So y'all don't believe in it, but
I had a whole that name means something different to me. I was about to be like, what? Oh, God.
Not Madame Laveau, Marie Laveau.
That's a cousin.
You're fucking late.
So I got a bunch of I got some spells. Okay, I got some spells that you could use for sex.
Can we talk about fucking? Why we gotta keep going to these demons? God damn!
You got some snake oil you can sell.
Yeah,
This is to enhance your sexual experiences.
Oh, I'm gonna read my scriptures before I get off.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yes. Yeah.
Y'all just rather use
spells.
I mean, I guess if that's what you want to do, you can. But there's a lot of different spells that you can use to enhance your sex. If y'all don't want to talk about it, though, we don't hate to. Anybody who wants the spell, you can hit me up for the spell.
No, what's the words?
Yeah, I'm not.
Give me the words.
No.
There's different types of spells, right? I have some for beginners, some for very advanced witches. So if you feel like this is one with rose incense, if you feel like your sex life is a little bit stuck,
Terry, that's funny.
You know what,
it's
player?
a little bit stuck. You can try this ritual to reignite your passion. All right, this is a beginner-friendly spell. Effectiveness is a 4 out of 5. Hey, Jazz.
What's up, Jazz?
Thank you, Jazz.
I'm trying to listen.
So you need 1 red candle, 1 rose incense, a photo of your partner, a clove of garlic, chili powder, and a little red cloth bag.
Is we making tacos?
Chili powder.
Making tacos? Yeah.
We making tacos.
All right, what was that again? Let's go over that again. What was it? First ingredient?
1 red candle.
1 red candle. All right.
A rose incense.
Rose incense.
You can run it back later. A photo of the partner, a clove of garlic, chili powder, a little red cloth bag. Okay. Then you're going to meditate for a few minutes to clear your mind and relax. Light the red candle and the incense with the roses. Take the photo of your partner and shaking it in the smoke of the incense, recite this. Wish me, desire me, love, desire me. Your eyes sink into mine, your body sinks into mine. Your tongue runs through my soul, and so mine goes through yours. Light your vital fire, give me my sweet animal again. So it's to get your passion going again.
Okay.
Animalistic, okay? Then insert the photo of your partner into the cloth bags together with the garlic clove and a handful of the chili powder. You let the red candle burn until that and the incense burn out. Then hide the bag under your bed or in a place where your partner can't find it. It really just has to be inside your house.
So now my room smell like the bodega.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of fucking steps.
I can't believe
if I don't have chili powder, how you slap your mama? Does that work as a spice?
What happened?
How you slap your mama as a spice if I don't have no chili powder?
What if I got
no, you have to follow us. You have to follow a spell directly how it's given to you. Otherwise, things go wrong. So do not deviate. No. Do not deviate. That is a beginner-friendly spell. Okay?
All that's gonna go wrong is I gotta go back to Dollar.
Other ingredients, Papa John.
I want to cook. The fuck you doing with my chili powder in your room? Play me my chili powder. You nasty motherfucker.
Gee, this is fun for me. I'm glad that I know more about it. But I do feel like you just created the Powerpuff Girls, chili spice.
Thank you.
Right.
She got Formula X and shit. Everything nice. And
And a
sugar
little
and
bit
spice
of
and everything
chemical
nice.
X, and now we about to get the fucking like.
Oh, Mojo Jojo head ass nigga. Get out of here.
All right, I'm also giving you a love perfume ritual, right? So
Okay.
this is a special
I'm
love
listening to this
perfume
one.
that
Hold
has
on.
a very attractive scent to attract someone to you. Okay. Wait a minute.
Salvador had a question, Gina.
What's your question, Sal?
He not
Can you still
on the
do it
show.
if the person's not even your partner? I'm assuming it can work with anybody, right?
If you having sex with them, yeah. If you're having sex with them,
Literally, you could just cook for them with attention, feed them, or they can eat themselves. Doesn't matter, and then fuck them. Hey,
All right,
I mean,
I deal with that.
That'll make me fall in love with you. You feed me. That's a
but
spell.
that's why men don't eat spaghetti. That's why men don't like eating spaghetti.
why? I'll be fucking.
Put their period blood in it.
Yeah, we heard what you Haitians be putting in that.
The power sex girls.
A really simple love perfume ritual is and this is beginner friendly too.
Power fuck girls.
20 grams of carnation essence, 10 grams of geranium essence. These are
Carnation. Wait, what?
I need a scale.
You know, carnation is a flower, right? You do know
That
that.
means I gotta measure shit.
I know about that.
Yeah, 20 grams of carnation essence, 10 grams of geranium essence, and you mix everything with 0.2 liters of pure alcohol and rub this homemade perfume on your wrist
And
to wake up the desire in a man or woman and make him or her feel even more attracted to you.
Whatever.
So
You
those
smell
are
like
like
lawn clippings, nigga. Get out of here.
it's natural nature from the earth. Okay, all
You smell
right.
dirty.
Natural, botanical.
I have more spells, but like I said, use them at your own risk. Now, that's just for sex. There's also love magic. Okay, this is the make
another one of my songs.
You just want to have good sex. Okay, cool. But you want somebody to be in love with you, that's different. Okay. Love magic is a type of magic that has existed or currently exists in many cultures. And the exact definition of what constitutes love magic can be difficult to establish and vary, but it's to start, preserve, break up a relationship or some type, whether for purely sexual or romantic purposes or both, okay?
I promise you on my hand to God. I don't give a fuck what Gina said. You walk in a nigga room that smell like garlic, you ain't touching.
It'll sap the sex spirit right out of you.
Yeah,
and the crazy part is, like, you trying to go eat her ass now, and it
smell like garlic and garnation. So what you say, chrysanthemums?
No, wait. Are you? Wait a minute, guys. Are y'all talking about the first spell with the chili powder?
No, the second one. The second one with the flowers, with the measurements.
All the seasonings.
I didn't hear. Can you go back?
So carnations and geranium wouldn't smell bad. The first spell, if you're referring to that, again, if you notice, I said it just has to be somewhere in the house. They said put it underneath the bed, but it doesn't necessarily have to be underneath your bed. It has to just be in your house.
Okay.
That's what I said. Okay. Listening is fundamental. So
it was funnier the way we said it, but go
ahead. So there's and through time there's different types of ways that people put love spells on people. They've had curse tablets where and
Android or Apple
and
Kindle Fire
in Greece
they are cursed.
They use curse tablets. Okay, specifically in Greece there was a type of magic that women use called philia, and it was considered to be capable of repairing broken marriages and keeping her husband's interaction with the neighbors through magic. Society would be benefiting as a whole because you're keeping them good with the neighbors. Back then, it's like, all right, you keeping me in high society, and this makes the man happy. This makes him want to stay in his marriage. This makes him more affectionate when he comes home. This is what they was thinking anyway. They thought that they would be bringing out the more pleasant qualities. of their husband. Wine was actually used as a way to do spell work on the husbands. And I was like, them niggas was just drunk. But
Sounds like a good excuse to me.
those niggas was just drunk. Then they had narcotics that they put in potions, and I'm like, them niggas was just drugged. It was the original Viagra. Then you had the spell work that men would do called arrows, but that was more dangerous and violent. So this was like bodily passion and lust to force a woman to be in love with you and want to be around you. So that spell is kind of crazy. It's a little bit violent, so I'm not even going to read that spell. But that was the difference.
Read the violent part. I want to hear the violent part.
So you make a clay effigy of a woman kneeling and bound, right? And you pierce it 13 times with a pen. You seal it in a clay pot, and then you have a tablet back then with the spell on it. And it's basically saying, rouse yourself for me, go into any and every place until you find me. And then you say the name of their parents. So Mike, son of this person and that person. It says, prevent her from eating and drinking until she comes to me. And then he says the name of his parents. And do not allow her to have an experience with another man except me alone. Drag her by her hair, by her guts, until she does not stand aloof from me, and until I hold her obedient for the whole time of my life, loving me, desiring me, and telling me what she is thinking. Yeah.
Get over here. That's what I like.
I do not condone violence against any woman. It will not be Mike that will drag you by your hair. I'm too fucking big to drag you. I'm going to jail immediately.
Only if you ask nicely.
Only if you ask. You know
I'll
what?
drag you by
I like
the
what Cardi
fucking
said. I like what Cardi
hair.
Yeah, that was a little wild. That's a little wild. So, love spells, I don't recommend doing them. I do have a number of obsession spells.
You ain't got. Don't worry about that one.
You can't give out the blueprint to amateurs. You gonna have these motherfuckers thinking it's gonna be the creepy crawler, easy bake oven recipe shit.
Creepy crawler.
They're gonna be cooking some bullshit up and then trying to rub garlic paste with chrysanthemums on their girl pussy.
Okay. All right. How about this? Kurt, Mike, if you had to make a sex spell or a ritual, what would it be?
Oh, nigga, I'm about to get to it. Hold up.
All right, go ahead, Mike.
Gotta get to it. So, if I was to do it,
I
like sweet shit with a little bit of spice to it, just a kick of that shit. Like when you like, okay, what's that right there? I like that because I need you to be curious at all times. I need you to be on point. So, am I using the same ingredients that you was using?
Nope, your own ingredients, whatever you want.
Your spell, you're creating it.
All right.
Be Tylenol or Molly, who knows?
No, I don't do that.
Whatever you want.
I might look. I've done acid one time in my life. That shit was dope. I feel like so. I'm gonna throw a little bit of acid in there, right? I'm gonna put some cinnamon on top of it, some almond milk because I like almond milk from almond cows.
That was different. I love it.
So then I might grab a Nintendo Switch controller or something like that. Put that, mash it all up together because I need you to be a little geeky. Like you can't be just on some normal shit. Like I just want to take you through an experience you ain't never been through in your life. Like I want you to see what Jupiter looked like, even though I don't have no fucking clue what it looks like. We need to see what that looked like together.
Blue.
That acid sex trip we're gonna be on is gonna be some new shit. When you come back to reality, you're just gonna be a brand new person. You'll be like, I seen a different light. I ain't see that light. I seen a different light. That's what I would do.
So is this the oral concoction? How are they consuming this?
Yeah, we
just
drink it. We drink it. We might have some from the Nintendo Switch controller. It's going. So you gotta let it sit and settle in you a little bit. And once you drunk off your motherfucking ass and high, we're gonna go on this trip together. We're gonna have sex, all that good stuff. You don't even know what happened. That don't sound right. You know what happened, but you just you know what happened. And just that both was on this trip together. That's all.
All right. What about you, Kurt?
I'm simpler. I just add 1 part dick, 2 parts pussy. Mix in a little bit of squirt. Sprinkle a little yas over it so that we don't get no kids, and mix it all up in some satin sheets, and boom, that's it. Look, that's a good mixture for me.
I like it. I like it.
What about the parties?
Me, I'm gonna do some herbal tea. We'll give me some ginseng, some little bit of honey. Or if you got some Lipton iced tea, like Lipton tea bags, that'll work too. You want to get some psychedelic mushrooms, like that's good air for like 10-15 minutes. Then you're gonna just steep that shit. And what you do next is y'all get both butt naked. You put like 4 or 5 hits of acid on your tongue, and you eat her out and then you eat her out for like 10-15 minutes. So it just absorbs into her fucking walls. And then by that time, the mushrooms hit, and then you just go to Pound Town.
Now, to both of their parts, one of the best sexual experiences I've ever had in my life was on acid. So I get it. I get it.
I work at Scepter. I make too much.
That
money.
Shit is crazy.
Do it.
What it opens you up to. Like that's the only time I actually heard colors and saw music.
It worked. And then you mix that with the ginseng, the little Asian little root, and maybe some ginger root.
Now,
there you go.
Nobody use these spells that they are making up.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
Don't do that.
Mine's is the only normal one that you should be using.
Well, I wasn't necessarily referring to
parties.
You can only do mine in Vegas.
Parties
okay, you go to Vegas, do my spell.
Parties.
I gotta do a disclaimer. Shit.
Cardi's was dope until he said 5 acid tabs. I did 1.
No, it took 4 for me. It took 4.
We're bigger, so it'd be maybe like 2 if you're smaller, but bigger guys. Mine's you big as shit.
This is rookie shit. This rookie shit. Rookie.
Yeah.
I'm never doing that shit ever again. That was one and done.
I know you must got your own siren. What you be doing on your altar?
I'm not telling you all my spell.
See, that's the bullshit.
No, it's not bullshit. It's certain things you're not supposed to tell.
You go
just like.
So you got us telling our shit.
Well, that was me. That was my fault. I said it.
Look, fellas, if you end up inside,
so it takes the power. So it takes the power away from it if you say it out loud, right?
Game controller, like that is not a real spell.
Yo, fellas, if you end up in Siren bedroom and you see some adobo, Lowry's seasoning. If you see some crab legs with the shell out of it, what else?
It's not a crab leg. It's a clam shell.
It's a clam shell. Yeah, if you see some raw oysters,
say clam shell.
You see
a bowl of chunky clam chowder, medium heat.
Run, nigga.
It's certain things that a witch is not supposed to let people know about. So everybody.
It just goes to show that you do have your personal shit, though.
I do have my personal shit. Yes, I do.
That's not in the book.
I lie about that. I do have a spell that I share. It's not a love spell, but I've shared.
Where do you get Aya Newt from? Like Amazon? Can I get that off Temu?
But you don't know if it's real if you get it from Amazon.
I'm sure CMOS has a play in it somewhere, right?
Yo, CMOS. The boy tried to sell me on CMOS. Like, it make your semen thicker. No, nigga, I never needed to know that.
That sounds like it hurt.
Not it was Siren all along. Probably.
That motherfucker got the dark.
Now, in the event, so let me give you one obsession spells. One obsession spell, and then I'm gonna give you 2 spells to undo.
You know the Aurora Borealis is out here. There's some real spooky shit going on right now. Hurricanes, and you giving out spells like hotcakes. Is this the wisest use of your talents?
I'm sure. Listen, some people came here for the spells, okay? So I'm gonna give you one for a relationship. So you're already in a relationship. So you're not making someone be with you because they're already with you, okay? I feel like this is safe. Mm-hmm. So
I don't know about
this is to make your partner stay with you for as long as you want, and they will not cheat on you.
These women don't need to hear that shit.
Somebody
Fuck
dropped
that.
her?
Yeah, fuck that. No.
Oh, you did.
You dropped me? Oh, because I said because he won't cheat on you?
Yeah, you can't give women that kind of power.
Put me back over there. Put me back over there.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, so this is beginner friendly as well. You need a box, cotton balls, a piece of paper, a red candle, and a white candle. Okay. You write your name and your loved one's name on the paper. You put it together with cotton balls inside the box. The cotton balls should be enough for the paper to disappear. Okay. So you're covering the paper with the cotton balls. You close the box tightly and place it in front of the candle and make a powerful thought to obsess your partner until the candle is burning. Once the candle burns down, you grab the box and store it where no one can find it. After 10 days, you remove the box and you should see the first signs of the spell. Okay?
Nice.
That's not that bad.
I want it now.
Now I'll give you 2 spells to undo. Okay?
Control Z spells.
To undo, if you feel like you have had an obsession spell placed on you and you want to undo it, or you put an obsession spell on somebody and you like, nah, I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did that. That's a mistake.
You kill them.
No, not kill them. This is intermediate level spell, all right? So a little bit
Tier
more
2 spell.
All right, go ahead, Gina.
So you need hair, nail. It could be any one of these things: hair, nail, photos, saliva, a piece of clothing, something personal of the person or yourself, as the case may be.
What about they got their panties with a little bit of coochie juice on it? That's cool.
Yes, that will work.
I'm bald, so I'm gonna have to get her hair. Go ahead.
So, like, is there a catalyst involved in this?
You need a wand.
A wand.
And see, because this is for a witch. Okay?
Where your wand? Where your wand?
Is it oak or pine? What kind of?
My wand is on the altar.
Does it matter what kind of wand it is?
Does it matter?
I mean, your wand should be made of something natural, so like wood. You know what I mean? Paper. You need paper. You need a pen or a pencil. You need 5 red candles.
These fucking red candles. A candle maker made this shit up. Go ahead.
Candles are very instrumental in spell work. Okay.
The color matter?
Yes, the color matters. Red. You will hear me say red or pink because we're talking about love. So 5 red candles and then a heat-proof dish. Or if you're an actual witch, you have a cauldron.
You said a heat-proof bitch.
A heat-proof dish.
Dish. Like a ceramic bowl.
I thought she said a heat-proof bitch. I was about to be like, well, where the fuck am I supposed to find one of them?
A heat-proof dish or a cauldron that you would have if you are an actual witch. You have a cauldron. So, okay.
Big ass cauldron like you on fucking Harry Potter.
No, I have a little cauldron. It's little. So on a piece of paper, you write the reasons why you want to break the bond or the obsession you no longer want to have. Describe everything in detail, the reasons, the emotions that you do not want to have this obsession anymore. You don't want that person to be obsessed with you, as the case may be. Then take the wand and place it in the middle of the sheet and fold it 3 times. Put it in the cauldron. Put the cauldron in the middle and place the folded sheet with the either hair, saliva, clothing, whatever the case may be. Place the folded sheet with that and place the 5 red candles in a circle. Light a sheet of paper and say, may the obsession go away from me or you. Like I said, it depends on what you're doing. My or your desire for me is painful, and with this fire, I burn this burning desire. Close the holy door of love and passion behind me. So you can mix the words up a little bit, but it should be pretty similar to that. The important thing is your intensity, your intention, your conviction when you're saying it. So once you say it a few times and the paper is completely burned down, blow out the candles and your spell is complete.
Have you ever done this?
But is it done? Like, is the session over?
It's done. It's done.
Oh, so. And then 5 minutes later, you get a call. You try to reach about your car's extended warranty. You be like, God damn, it didn't work.
It's done. I have not done this. I've done a freezer spell, as I've told you before.
Oh, you just leave the session on the motherfuckers now, bitch. You can have it.
I've done a freezer spell to keep a motherfucker away from me.
Okay.
And I've said this on the show before.
So
with the freezer spell is really easy, and you can write your own words. You don't have to use my words, right? But what you want to do is write the person's name on a piece of paper, and like your intention is what you want. Like, I want this person to leave me alone. I don't want this person to call me, contact me. I don't want to see this person anymore. You fold the paper up, you wrap it in aluminum foil, okay? Then you take a piece of thread, wrap it around 3 times. You put it in a cup of water, and then you put it in your freezer. As long as it stays frozen, that person will not bother you.
Gina,
yes.
Do you mind if I share one of my obsession spells?
Go ahead, Curtis.
Or restraining order will work too.
First thing you do, you you say these words in your intendant's ear. Of course, I love you. I will always be here, and we are twin flames. Then you take your wand out of your pants and you place it upon her altar. You insert it unsheathed. No, there should be no sheepskin or latex in between blocking your chakras when you do it. And you proceed to release your man juices inside of her. In 9 months, when she manifests a baby, you tell her that she's going to make a great single mother. And I promise you, you'll never not hear from that motherfucker again. They will come back over and over and over again for the life of that child that you brought into the world.
Diabolical word.
Obsessed.
Right.
Obsessed.
You're a horrible person.
Alamazula, bitula bula, bibbidi bobbidi boo. Put it together, and what do you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. Sorry.
You're a horrible person.
God damn.
I bet you my obsession spell work better than your shit.
As an addendum to my freezer spell, I forgot to say that you're supposed to say your incantation while you're wrapping the thread around.
Sal, we already told you got to give something to get something if you're going to do these spells.
Anyway, I know my freezer spell worked because that motherfucker is still in the freezer.
He never came back?
No.
I got a freezer burn like a motherfucker.
No. I have never heard from him again. I have not seen him. I have not heard from him. He has not called me. No.
You better hope that your power don't go out. Your fridge die.
My power went out this morning, but it was only out for like an hour or something. So
You have a backup plan.
He's still frozen.
What'd you say, Carter? As soon as it melts, you'll get that text. Hey, big head.
Like, God damn it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, and if it unfreezes, you have to do the spell again. So don't let it unfreeze.
All right.
But so I say all that to say, if you're ever cleaning out someone's freezer and you find some shit like that, leave it there. Leave it there. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. If you ever find a jar buried in the backyards with weird things in it, don't touch it.
I'm just not coming back.
No, that's from every horror movie ever seen. No, if it don't look like it belongs there, it belongs there for a reason.
Facts.
Leave it there.
I'm not going back to that house.
Anyway, all these things that I said, again, I would like to. Who you hate?
Kurt.
I mean, damn, Mike. He was like, Kurt. It's got to be Kurt.
I'm gonna say this again. I do not recommend anyone doing love spells at all. Self-love spells are great. Do spells to draw love to you because you love yourself so much. Those type of spells are great. Increase your self-love. You can do those type of spells, but do not do anything to force somebody to be with you. That never is going to end well. It's never going to end well at all. Why would you not want someone to be with you because they sincerely love you, enjoy being around you, enjoy having sex with you? Why wouldn't you want it to be voluntarily?
Love yourself.
Let them go somewhere so that the person that's really supposed to be with you can be ushered in. So if you want to attract somebody to you that really loves you, do work on yourself, love yourself first, and be okay being by yourself. Then somebody who really is going to appreciate you, they'll come naturally. But a lot of people are not okay with being alone, and they pick somebody and think this is the person they're supposed to be with no matter what. And some people are even willing to break up happy homes in order to get someone to be there. And that's never going to work well because that is bad energy, bad karma, and it's going to come back to you. So even when you're doing magic, remember, don't do any harm. And anything you put out into the universe will send it back to you. I don't care what religion you believe in.
All you side chicks, you are doing God's work. Don't listen to anything she just said.
Anywho, okay. I appreciate y'all all for being here with me this evening, engaging in the shenanigans, the debauchery. If anybody actually tries the sex magic, let me know. Casting a circle and everything, yeah, I want to know. Because I haven't cast a circle, but I want to. Anyway, y'all let me know if y'all actually do that, okay? I just haven't cast a circle because I don't want to scare the men.
You gotta do it beforehand.
Well, I think they would notice if it's a circle around my bed.
Nah, that's why I won't.
Thank you. You know, I appreciate you, darling. Before we get on out of here, wrap everything up. Like I said, if you want me to run back some spells, if you want to know about the Good Witch's Guide book, or have any other kind of questions about witchcraft, etc., please inbox me, hit me up. I'm going to let you know where you can find me before we end the show. Stop shaking your head.
You'll be sorry.
White Hennessy. The Wild Ginger. I seen the Wild Ginger come out tonight. Mike Masterlock. Please tell the people where they can find you and support your podcast.
All right, you hoes can find me. No, I'm playing.
Not you hoes.
You hoes.
That's the mic I like. That's the mic I fuck with.
No. Y'all find me on YouTube. We Got Questions podcast every Monday at 7 p.m. We do about 2 hours of talking. It's really, really, really good conversation. Sometimes I go back and I become a fan of my own shit, even though that sounds narcissistic as fuck, but it's not. It's literally like I feel like I'm watching something for the first time. So I can imagine what y'all go through when y'all go watch y'all stuff back again and y'all cracking the fuck up laughing at something that y'all talked about, and then it's almost like you wasn't even there, but you was there the whole time. So me and my co-host Basic, we work so well together. We literally read each other's minds, and it's like that ain't no twin flames.
I was gonna say, is that your twin flame?
Nah, we're really good at feeding off of each other, and that's really worked well for obviously things to be successful. So I got that going on. What else I do? Besides that, I'm just really just hang out.
And what about?
I don't know if y'all doing anything Friday, Kurt and all y'all, but you know we go to the karaoke down in Franklin. And I'm playing.
That's right.
I'm busting that Genuine out. I'm busting that Beauty is her name out. I'm doing all of that shit. I'm looking at every chick like, and Beauty is
that's my spot.
I'm not doing
it's my spot. I'm sorry, Mike.
Huh?
It is anybody. I gotta make this clear. Anybody watching this show, I took Curtis to Franklin's because it's like 5 minutes or so away from my house. And then this nigga think it's his spot. It's my spot. Okay. I go there all the time, and my friends go there all the time.
Would you say write a name down, put it in aluminum foil, and then put it in the freezer? Say Franklin's, and then it'll keep your ass out of there.
I'm gonna write hoes and bitches and wrap it up in the foil and keep them away from fucking Franklin's. All right,
just to keep you out of there. Shit.
Not me, baby. I might be a bitch, but a hoe never.
That's where I'm gonna be at this Friday, y'all. I'm gonna be there this Friday. Just one of my friend's birthday, so I'm gonna be there hanging out and stuff like that. I would love for y'all to come by. And,
girl, they ain't gonna stop a goddamn thing, Carolyn.
This Friday, you talking about tomorrow?
Yeah,
tomorrow Friday.
I'm supposed.
I know you got kids, you know.
I got two. I did 2 streams in a row. I'ma see, Mike. I'ma see.
I was supposed to be in the DMV tomorrow, but you know what, Mike? I might pull up and then head out after.
Just get some wings before you go.
What you say? You was supposed to be what?
In the DMV.
Oh, never mind. I didn't hear what he said. I'm sorry.
No, she wrote she gonna put titties in her girl. I guess it's to keep them niggas away.
They ain't gonna stop shit.
Is there going to be a lot of bad decisions there, Mike, or just like a couple?
No. It's grown ass. You know, it's grown ass people on Fridays. They don't no kids, nothing like that. You got to. They take your card to security. I know both of them motherfuckers. They the homies. A lot of my people I grew up with in East Falls is there. I be knowing everybody. That's the part. That shit is getting annoying. I feel like
I might come through though.
Everybody knows my motherfucking name. I'm like, nigga, how do y'all know me? And they was like, well, you big as shit. I can see you. So I guess.
I definitely. I was like, I know this nigga from somewhere, and then I was like, Costas. That's the tall.
Yes, Costas. Yes, Costas. I still go there. So
yeah.
Look, now my girlfriend Chanel, she be at Franklin's all the time. She done had the video up from when she was at Franklin's. That's how I knew you was there, because you was in her video and I was cracking up. I was like, look at Mike up there singing and shit. Yeah,
you bullshit I'm talking about. See, everybody be noticing me.
Well, yeah, she be there all the time, Neil, because I took her there. But that's allowed. That's another set of eyes when I'm not there.
I gotta get y'all. I gotta get y'all on a podcast one day. Kurt, if you want to come on, come have some fun with us, man.
God help you if you do, but I'm willing.
Oh, we talk about that shit. You know we talk about that shit. So.
Listen, just as long as you know what you get. I always say you know what you get when you tell me to come through.
Yeah.
I would love to come through. I would love to come through.
Come hang out with us real quick in y'all game.
Yes. And if Basic don't know about the Mike Master Lock, I'm gonna tell her.
No, she don't need to know about that. That's my code. That's like my sister. Hell, no.
Okay.
I don't want her having them visuals. Like, she'd laugh at it anyway, but no.
Okay. I'll respect it.
No Mike Masterlock. If somebody, my God, why is that a fucking move? Go ahead, move on. Yo. I don't even know why that even exists, yo.
Because of your brother, that's why.
Yes.
Gandalf the Gushy. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
I'm gonna go cleanse myself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka now that you didn't expelled all these demons and shit all night. Outside of that, I'll be around. I'll be on these podcast streets, and y'all already know what it is. #1 show on the HNIC network every Wednesday. Pull up 8:30 to whenever the fuck we get done. And always a joy. Good to see y'all back. You were absolutely missed on the network, and I appreciate y'all letting me come bring my brand of foolishness. And just know I wore this hot ass wig for goddamn near 3 fucking hours. I don't know how you niggas with hair do it. It's this shit is coming right off.
Look like Hulk Hogan.
The hair gets to our scalp.
Bro, the way this joint is going in the freezer is crazy.
What they Kurt, when they tell Nicki Minaj she look like Hulk Hogan. She
Yeah. Shit, the way I take this motherfucker off.
My lovely sidekick and co-host, the Cardi Experience. Tell the people where they can find you at, please.
You can find me at the Cardi Experience on Instagram, also Twitter. And of course here, Thursday nights at 8:00.
Well, maybe we could do
7:30 at 8:00, man.
And
we're still talking about Tipsy Talk too. So if you like that content, let us know. We might bring it back out the.
We'll do a Tipsy Talk, but I can't do Tipsy Talk every week.
It's too much alcohol.
No, yeah. And maybe we do some sex magic at the next color party. Might be some
No,
people.
the fuck you not. Oh,
Why
sorry.
not? Why not?
Move the furniture. Big ass circle.
I'm gonna cast a circle and say, "Who want to lay down in this joint?"
Hey, yo, no, that's wow.
You know what?
Boogie boogie, nigga, boogie boogie.
Oh, that just, why did that make my dick jump? I don't know. I might try that. I'm always open to. That's some new. You know what? That's some new freaky shit I ain't never did.
It sounds like you be fighting a bunch of niggas to get to the circle. Like.
Listen, and if I got to fight for the pussy, you know I ain't doing it.
And of course, y'all, I am at Siren by Night. Okay, you can find me on Instagram at Siren by Night, on Facebook at Siren by Night, on TikTok at Siren_by Night. I also have my foodie and event page at This Unicorn Eats on Instagram, and the at Unicorn Universe Network, where you can find other untamable wild shows where they think outside of the box, like at Nymphs Allure. Okay, so you want to check them out. Giselle was in the comments earlier, so you definitely want to find them tomorrow. Actually, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. They'll be on tomorrow, so you want to support them if you like erotic literature, you like little nasty books. Okay, definitely find them out.
It's so smut.
Hey, like I said, you can find more information about their show on at Unicorn Universe Network on Instagram. Okay. We are here every Thursday. It used to be 7:30. Right now we're doing 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because Cardi has a job. So we will be here every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it was your first time being here, we appreciate you. We thank you. We hope you come and join us for shenanigans and debauchery again. You also can run wild watching our replays on all Head Nerds and Charge platforms, specifically on Facebook and YouTube. Run it back. Okay, we are literally 5 seasons in. You can find 4 of those seasons on Head Nerds and Charge's YouTube page, okay? And then we have the Lost Files.
I got one more thing.
Yes.
Make sure y'all look me up on all my music is on all platforms. I'm on all platforms. I made $62 so far. So that's how many people has listened to it. That's actually pretty dope for a person that ain't promote heavy. But make sure y'all go in this in. You trying to get it in with your lady? I actually had sex on one of my songs for the first time, and it wasn't weird. I actually was like, oh, okay. This was months ago, but I actually did it. The shit works.
Where are they going to find you at, Mike?
Go everywhere. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple. I'm on
under what?
YouTube, Mike Hennessy.
There you go.
And then just look up the album Love Plus Sex Equals Magic. All one word. Y'all going to enjoy 7 dope ass R&B songs, and they all have concepts to them. Don't ask me no questions because I ain't got no answers for you. It's all dope ass music. You're gonna enjoy it. Kurt has heard my music before. Just imagine listening to the R&B side of me. It gets real. If you have a baby by my music, just send me a kind thing and say thank you for this.
Man, I'm holding you responsible.
I was a part of that situation in spirit, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, half my child support.
My music made you knock a nut in somebody, and I'm good on that. So,
thank you for being here, Mike. Thank you, Kurt.
Gandalf the Gushy.
So like I said, we back and we better, baby. Let me see y'all next Thursday, okay? And if you have any suggestions for shows that you want to do, mental health. Oh yes, you still there, Jazz. Follow Jazz. Jazz, put your socials in the comments, please. Like I said, we're back, we're better. Join us every Thursday. If you have any ideas for show topics, mental health, sex, please, we do take suggestions. So inbox me, put it in the comments. And if we did not already do it, then we will try to do it, okay? Love y'all. In the meantime, please don't summon any demons, okay? And as I said before, I am not responsible if that nigga is knocking at your door and he won't leave because you did one of these spells. Do it at your own risk.
Hold responsibly. Good night, guys.
Good night, y'all.